What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Pacers fans, LA Spurs, Viva la France, welcome to TSR Sports, where the Spurs are playing the Pacers in France, in Paris, France. And I don't know who the home team is considered. It looks like it's the Pacers today, but really, let's be honest, the home team is the Spurs. I mean, Wemby's there, City Sissoko, but Wemby better go. I think Wemby's going to have an incredible game tonight where you are, today where I am, maybe in the morning where you are, but I'm excited. Hope you're excited. A 2 p.m. Eastern game for me, which is a little odd, but probably normal time for you guys. What's up, no fail, Anthony, Kyle, what's up? Nobody knew, but first I thought we'd be able to see a game as an encrypted channel. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I think is this game on for you guys over there? I know it's on NBA TV over here. No, Albert, I left work early. I had some comp time. I used it. I didn't. I did work today. Whooper, Bacano, Greco. Let's get a Spurs win. Steven Z, what's going on? Living. It is only 1 o'clock where you are. 8 p.m. says McD in Germany. And I was thinking of using a different Crypto Keeper. What's up? Co-host today. It's free in France on public TV. It kills what's going on. So we might not have a big crowd today since it's being televised. Then again, we might have some Spurs fans come in and say, "Hey, who this?" It should be on TV over in France. I would be shocked if they didn't show. How could you not show that game with Wemby playing? Uh, our left turn. What's going on? Kyle, are you talking about the Beach Boys? Two Kutch Corey, Wyatt, what's going on? Can go for Orlando, Dwayne. I would much prefer that weather than what I got. We max it. What's up? Great. Yeah, two clutch. It's a great. I mean, yeah. 8 p.m. where you guys are normally these games are what? 2 o'clock in the morning, and TJ Ford and Jacob Toby calling the game today for the Spurs. No Sean Elliott. That's weird. It kills. Thank you for that. Appreciate the thumbs up. No, Phil, I appreciate that. What's hello? He says, Tim Smatch, thank you for stopping in. Brian, what's going on? Sorry if I miss anybody in the chat. And let me get back to what I was doing because I feel like Selena Gomez, is a good co host, but I found somebody else. Now let's see if I can get her up. She seems to be, well, let me see if I can find a good picture of her because there's a lot of pictures. There are a lot of pictures that maybe I shouldn't put up here. It's not anything bad, just maybe a little too much cleavage. Well, I can't find her. Man, when you find somebody, stick with them. All right, there she is. It's a French model. Spoiler. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should put somebody, up that represents the country. But there's a lot of pictures of her not wearing a lot, and that's not what I want to put on the channel for obvious reasons. Don't want to get any type of trouble. Probably not. Is there? I wonder if it's a picture of her wearing a Spurs jersey. Probably not. All right, that's out. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Nabila? You guys know who that is? If you're in France, of course you do. It's a stupid question. Thought she might be a good co-host today. Am I crazy? I don't know. I just can't find a good picture of her that I feel comfortable using on the channel. Remax of football with the $2 super chat says 35 points is a must. Wemby, the face of the NBA. Maybe not yet. I don't think he's the face of the NBA yet, but he is on his way there. Anthony with the $2 super chat says watching while working remotely and listening to you. Thank you so much, Anthony. I got a lot of folks are still working right now. I took some time off. No, Kyle, I don't want to get in trouble. Area 51 is here. Thank you for stopping in. Maybe as a soccer fan, put Zidane and Henry. I do know the song 8675309. Absolutely, Kyle. Good morning to you. I see the super chats. I hate missing super chats. You guys know that for a fact. Laura, good evening to you. Garrett, what's going on? Man, our Spurs need a win. This picture looks like it's actually kind of cute. I have to quickly make it a transparent PNG. I want to try something different for co-hosts. Oh my goodness, that's not a good picture. It's got all sorts of weird bubbles and looking weird. Why can't I find a good picture of this lady? Well, Selena, I guess I like this picture, but her hair's cut off. Damn it. Found a really good picture, like, but the top of her head's cut off, and I don't want somebody's head being cut off on the stream. That's no good. You can't have your whole head. Look. Will this one work? No. Well, sugar, I guess we're just gonna go with Selena. Sorry, didn't mean to be a tease there. Could you do a cover of it? Kyle, I'm out of music right now. My music studio's down. Stormy, what's going on? This is a very early game because it's in Paris, France, who's 6 hours ahead of us. So where I am, it's 2 p.m. Eastern. Where they are, it is 8 o'clock, I believe. Oh, geez, now I'm singing it. Disney's showing an ad for what? So the aliens. Wait, Disney's showing an ad. What? Batista says, show the game. Well, I'm the people's champ, I'd like to think, so I will do just that. Sucker! Mr. Fulton, good luck on your tournaments. Right down, but right down. TSR, my guy, show the game. You another ask for the super chat, Bobby. And here comes the game again. Sucker! Mud Dog, I left work early. I earned some comp time from working a weekend on some testing we had to do on my unit. And I used some of it today. I worked till 3:30 Eastern, so I only had to leave 1 3/4 of an hour early. But I saw this game on the schedule. I was like, I'm not missing this. I'm trying not to miss any games this season. We haven't missed one yet. Every summer league, every preseason, every regular season, playing game two, any playoffs if we make it. Andrew, what's going on? I hope they win both these matches. I mean, could Wemby be any more motivated? Bonjour, Trenchant. Arno, yes, it does sound like the French anthem is about to come up. And yes, let's get the thumbs up if we can. And thank you for that, We Max It. Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go! Maybe I could try a different route here. Oh, oh my. Alrighty, that's not going to work. Ooh. How are these headshots cutting the top of her head off? I'm still looking. Well, I either got her head chopped off or there's a little too much Cleveland, Ohio. So, Selena, you're staying here with the little Spurs jersey. I tried. I really did. Wanted to have a French co-host, but just not happening. Yeah, huh. Can't blame the guy for trying, right? Spurs are 3.5 underdog. Pacers are a really good team. This is gonna be a tough game for the Spurs, and if the Spurs lose this will be 4 in a row. Tony Parker, I'd be shocked if he's not in attendance. The Cavs lost to the Rockets. The Rockets are actually pretty good this year. They're really good, aren't they? I'm excited. You know what's gonna be weird is this game's gonna end, and I'm not gonna know what to do with myself. Because usually when the games end, I most of the time go to bed. It's 10:30, 11 o'clock, or stay up for a half hour, maybe read or build a magic deck, whatever it is. I usually go to bed not too long after the Spurs games. This game is going to end at about 4:30 p.m. I still have a whole day left, so I'm going to work out after the stream, and then whatever happens tonight. I'll finish Fallout. We're watching the Fallout TV show. I got one episode left. I know it's been rated really high, and they do a phenomenal job in the universe, but I don't love it. So, maybe the last episode will get me. 29-14 is a darn good record. Yeah, of course, TP's there. There you go. Yes, Ozzy says Wendy with 70. That would be incredible. They are playing the Star Wars music. Are they playing the Darth Vader song, the Imperial March? They totally are. I'm not going to bed at 4 o'clock. Come on now. Area 51, is Castle back in the pineapple? I don't know. I see Jeremy Sohan's blue hair. I like it. I think he's back today. He said he was coming back. And there's Mitch Johnson. Well, if you don't know, we have a nickname on this channel now for him. Not a good one. It's Pocket Pool Johnson. And the reason being is he's always standing there with his hands in his pockets. Whether he should be challenging a play or yelling at the players or something, calling a timeout. And he just stands there with his hands in his pockets. So now he has a nickname that's not very endearing. So he's coming off the bench. Or he's playing off the bench. Anthony Barnes, I'm watching NBA TV. That's where it is in America. Castle's in, Sohan coming off the bench. All right. I mean, I kind of expected Jeremy to come off the bench. He hasn't played in, I think he's missed 5 games, 6 games in a row. Kind of when coaches just stand there with their hands in their pockets, that has been Mitch Johnson a lot. I didn't really notice it until I read an article on Pounding the Rock or Air Almo or maybe Spurs Talk, whatever it was. And I was like, Oh, yeah, he does just kind of stand there and he's just kind of stoic. Like, show me something, Mitch. Give me something. Tony Parker's got to be there, Bobby. He's got to be. Is this about to play? This game's in France, old man. It's in France, so it's at a different time over here in America. Justin, go. Wemby, go. Indeed. Castle gets 20 minutes if he's trash, 30 if he's good. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. I was watching from another channel. No, NBA TV. I got on. I'll show a half a second. Whoop, and then we turn it back around so I won't get in trouble. I've never not every Spurs game I've always watched on the TV except for one. There was one game that was blacked out in the area. It was against the Nets, so I ended up listening to a play-by-play through something. It was a national play-by-play. I don't know how I was listening to it. I honestly don't remember. Maybe I just found the radio channel was on and I was repeating the play-by-play. It was awful. I'll never do that again. Of course, Tony's at the yeah. Tony got to be there. Yeah, Wemby should be. Gosh, was he doing a lot of social stuff? Because he looked kind of tired. Um, he's looked a little tired lately, so hopefully he rested up for this game. Yeah, Arku. Well, I mean, NBA League Pass. I believe NBA TV comes with it now. So it's one of the same. One maybe not if you have NBA TV over, but it is on NBA TV. Manu Ginobili's there. Is he? That's good to know. We are still trying to get to 26,000. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to the channel and you're a huge Spurs fan, then well, we're a huge Spurs community. Well, not huge, but we're awesome Spurs community. We've been trying to get to 26,000 for like the last 10 days. The struggle's been real. We've been on the cusp, just sitting at 25,900, trying to get over that hump. So if you haven't hit the sub button, we'd love to get to 26,000 today. And finally, I've been announcing this on the channel for what feels like forever. I have finished the documentary that I've been talking about for 8 weeks, and I'll spoil it here for those of you that are here early. I did a documentary on Brandon Jennings, former Milwaukee Buck and Detroit Piston. When Wemby scored 50 plus points about 2 months ago, they showed the highest points by a rookie, and Brandon Jennings was on the list, and I honestly forgot who he was. So I did a little about 12-minute documentary on him and found out a lot of stuff I did not know about him at all. So we'll go up tomorrow at 11 a.m. I put a lot of work into that. So if you get a chance to watch it, please do so and let me know your thoughts because I want to cover other players. Do a thing where we look at players that were either huge in high school or huge in college, and then for whatever reason, what went wrong with their career. And I had a lot of fun doing it. I put a lot of work in, probably at least 15 to 20 hours on the video. I do have plans to shorten up the work process, not quality, but to speed the production of those videos up. And if you guys enjoy them after we do, or as we do them, then hopefully we can continue to do one or two a month on the channel, especially when the season's over. Try to get more up. But I had a lot of fun doing it. By the way, the tip-off time on this one's probably going to be a while because Wemmy's talking to the crowd right now because he's got to talk to the crowd. Oh, yeah, Arcus, I'm actually watching the Spurs broadcast. Nakano, I really forgot about Brandon Jennings. I didn't really follow a lot of teams outside the Spurs when he played. I mean, I almost never followed teams like, unless it was, the big names, Shaq, Kobe, Michael Jordan. I followed LeBron James. I knew what was going on with the winning teams and winning players in the league, but, for players that were still trying to establish themselves or weren't an all-star like Brandon Jennings I wasn't really over familiar with him, but he has an interesting story. We started back to his high school career, went to high school through his, EuroLeague, and then his moves around teams and some of the stuff that went right and some of the stuff that went wrong. But I found it a very interesting story doing his career. And there's another player that I have planned up next that really I was shocked to find out some things about him. So I want to make it a monthly series or bi-weekly series, depending on my time, where we just take a look at players that maybe there's not a ton of videos on them on YouTube, or maybe there is, but just, players that busts, really, went wrong. I find it very interesting when a player has so much hype or whatever coming into the NBA, and then it just doesn't work. So I was excited to talk about him, and I can't wait for the next guy. This game's starting way later than normal, though, because it's 2:15, and we don't, around 2:15 where I am in, tip-off is not in sight. The players are not even lining up yet. Well, of course, Wemby's got to be happy. I hope he's happy. Wemby's just putting his jersey on. Isabel, what's going on? Two people, Wemby and a Thai actor named Bible Wishapis. I have no idea who that is. Um, following the stream, nice. Isabel, are you going to one of these games? Are you going to the Saturday game? Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Victor Wembanyama, Stefan Castle, Chris Paul, the starters for the Spurs. And for the Indiana Pacers, Benedict Mathurin, Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, Andrew Nemhard, and Tyrese Halliburton. Oh no, I just saw Sean Elliott too. I'm watching the Spurs stream. Old man, if he does everything right, yes. If not, then he'll be on this channel in 7 years as a bust. I'm still doing this in 7 years. Players are on the court. Alex, but Brandon Jennings, a lot of people haven't forgotten him. They know who he is. We'll see. I mean, I can always work with the titles. This will probably be one of those evergreen videos where I expect it to not get watched by a lot of the current subscribers just because it's not Spurs related. But I'm hoping that, as we continue to do those, we'll start pulling in some new traffic and some new fans to meet with. Players are on the court, and away we. Vassell is back in a pineapple. Pineapple power! I like Castle with his hair up that way. I think he looks cool, especially since I can't do it and never will be able to. Spurs ball, Wemby with it, and the paint. A very tough reverse layup, no good. That was, I don't know if that's a shot we wanted there, Wem. That was an extremely tough shot, and apparently the Pacers are considered the home game for this, so my title's backwards, whatever. And Pascal Siakam gets the first bucket as he gets into the paint. Layup good, 2-0. No, that crowd is going to be very loud. Yeah, I was going to say, Brandon Jennings is pretty well known being on Gilbert Arenas podcast, so I don't think he's forgotten right now. Devin with the ball. Double pineapple power on the court, by the way. Devin pull up J. Tough shot. Good. Spurs tied up 2-all. Somewhere. Yes, Bobby, we got to do something Yankees Red Sox related. We really do. We keep talking about it and never do it. It's not like you're terribly far away in Boston, 90 minutes away. I just hate driving. I hate driving in Boston and to Boston. I think I just saw a stat. The Spurs are 3-6 versus Western Conference teams. That's a missed three for the Pacers. Harrison Barnes with the rebound. Gets it up the court to Castle. Vassell steps out of bounds. All right, turnover. Kareem and Shaq. Well, they're both retired, so I don't think they're playing anymore, Kyle. I don't think they're going to be a deadly duo. The Pacers are 9-4 versus the Western Conference this season, so that's not what I want to see. Andrew Nemhard bringing up. He's got the old headband power today. By the way, the usual crew's with me. Baby Coyote in the back. Headband Grogu and little Mikey right here. And let's get our good luck boop. There's a block by Wemby. Spurs ball. Harrison Barnes reverse layup down the other end. San Antonio takes the lead 4-2. All right, we'll take that. Block by Wemby. Averaging a league best, I think, around 4 blocks per game for our San Antonio Spurs. That's a quick pull up 3, and that is way off by Benedict Mathurin. That was oogly. That was a brick house. Barnes with the ball back to Wemby. Wemby on 3-point land. Back to Harrison. Throw it over to Devin. Devin's going to drive in the paint. Stops at the free throw line. So into the paint. Stops right before the paint. Spurs up 6-2. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate that. We haven't set something up. Pacers well at the moment. Wow, boy, mine in caps those strong words, but I hope that he is motivated. That's another miss for Indiana. I was looking away at his Spurs ball. Stefan Castle brings it up. Castle doing a little more on-ball duty on this end of the court. And loses the ball out of bounds, and that's another turnover for Stefan Castle. That is 2 already. Toby, I agree. Flex assist, not a good start for him. 2 turnovers already in the first 2.5 minutes. Not what we're looking for. Tyrese Halliburton now 1-on-1 versus Wemby. Step back 3. Okay. Very nicely done. Touche. You got a 7'4" giant in front of you. Chris Paul over to Vassell. Vassell for 3. In and out burger. Pacers ball. Pascal Siakam passes it out. They go around the world. Finally, Halliburton with the ball. He's going to take another 3. Guy arcing 3, by the way. No good. Good morning from Oregon. No, they're not playing outdoors. They are playing indoors. Court looks good. Chris Paul for 3. In, out. Octane, you're losing faith. And what? The Spurs or certain players or yes to everything? Faith in Mitch Johnson. Benedict Mathurin with the little jumper in the paint. Good. Pacers take the lead 7-6. Firefox, good afternoon to you or evening. MB for three down the other end. That is off. Siakam with the rebound. It still feels weird seeing Pascal Siakam wearing yellow. Just so used to him being with the Raptors and now over with Indiana. Just Siakam in the paint, layup good. I think the Pacers are on a run right now. Weren't we up like 6-2? And we just had a foul on the inbounds pass. Xavier, way too early to be saying that. Come on now. CP3 is a feature. So it's a sure thing, Robert. 6-9. Just throwing that out there. Wemby with the ball out, 3-point land. I don't think he scored yet, has he? Has Victor scored yet? I mean, we only have 6 as a team. Wemby would have pulled up jet. Well, never mind. He just scored if he didn't. But Connor, I noticed Tyrese Halliburton's stats are down. I just checked him out yesterday. I was like, wow, he's having a bit of a down year. That's a three by Pascal Siakam. What was that, a two? Did he give him two on that? Or did I put too many points up on the scoreboard? Well, either way, it's 11-8. We have a timeout. I like Yabusele. I wish the Spurs would have got him. No, it is a three-pointer. I was right. Okay. Can't leave anyone. No. And we hard left turn. We leave a lot of guys open. Our perimeter defense is very lacking at times. In the NBA Finals this year, Leroy, yeah, I don't think we're ready to do that yet. I mean, I love the Spurs and I'll always root for them. And I try to be optimistic, but I got to be realistic. In NBA Finals this year, we are not ready. The Western Conference is very stacked. This is a young team that still makes a lot of mistakes, turns the ball over quite a bit, sometimes plays awful defense, and the three-point shooting is a roller coaster. Some nights we look great, some nights it ain't there at all. Gavin was a great acquisition. He went to the 76ers, right? Because Siakam and the Spurs, if Finals appear quite. No, no, no. I mean, wait, why would who's talking about Siakam to the Spurs? Plotting pockets Johnson for actually nice. Mitch called a timeout. So if you're wondering why we're picking on Mitch Johnson's timeouts, there was a game, not the last game, but it was one of the last three games. The opposing team, please let me know in the chat. I can't remember who it was, but the team went on like a 14-0 run or a 16-0 run on the Spurs, which pretty much ended the game. And it's like once it got to 8-0, I would have called the timeout and just kept going and going and going. There's another game where Vassell appeared to have a very clean block. He blocked the ball. It then hit the glass. The ball didn't go in. They called the goaltending. Looked good to me. Devin asked for the challenge. Mitch just stood there. Play went on. Oh, years back, years back. Okay. Well, all right. Hey, Isabel, you got to do what you got to do. The Grizzlies. Thank you, Anthony. I was trying to remember who it was. I was like, I think it was a team that wears bluish. The Grizzlies won on a 16-0 run. That was awful. You know what's weird, Xavier? I was talking to Miss TSR last night. It's weird. So I did more than normal amount because usually one person says something, but I did the trade scenario or trade hype or trade whatever with Zach Levine, and I think three people were really unhappy with that type of content. They're like, "Man, this is stupid. Stop doing this content. I hate this type of content." So then yesterday I did the Spurs midseason report card. All of them are nowhere to be found. I'm like, so you're telling me you watch a video you don't like and comment on it, then I do something that fits the criteria that you would rather see on the channel, and you're nowhere to be found. There's a tough part of being a content creator. It ain't easy, guys. It really isn't. Because you can't please everybody. You're going to try to, but you never be able to. All I can say is one thing that will be consistent is always root for the Spurs. You might not agree with some of my takes, but it's always in the best interest of the team, even if I'm wrong, which probably going to happen often. We're usually all wrong as, quarterback, armchair quarterbacks, right? Castle pull-up J is short. Pacers ball. They are up 12-8 with 7 minutes to go. Spurs offense has kind of disappeared here for the last few minutes. And a missed reverse layup. What is that? TJ McConnell's checked in. Wemby going to take a long three down the other end. Woo! Okay. I'm not missing a game this year. Mark, I'm calling every game. Nakano, that's true. That's true. I just thought it was irony, just complete irony. And Wemby would have dunked down the other end.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Howdy, howdy. Yeah, it is Mark. No, I'm one. I'm just gonna keep having fun on the channel, covering our Spurs, and as you guys have said, cover what you enjoy. Wemby to Castle. We got a little Area 51. Castle with the layup. Thank you, Mark. I actually do appreciate that. It's going to be the small portion. Yeah, we're in a timeout. That's not going to like content you put up. What I never understood is maybe you guys can help me out. Is I appreciate everybody supporting the channel, watching the channel, hitting thumbs up. I love the interaction. But if you hate a certain style of video, why do you keep watching it? Somebody already said that. He's like, I hate I hate these type of videos, blah, blah. I'm like, why do you keep watching them? You don't have to watch every video that we put up here. If you see content you don't like a hypothetical trade scenario or a trade rumor, don't watch. I'm trying to figure people out. Never mind. I think too much. Whatever. Like you said, interaction. Or hey, no Spurs go indeed. Castle has to dunk over. I know, Trenchant. I'm a little worried. Castle. So one of you guys put in one of the videos I did recently for the channel, that Castle has a 42-inch vertical. I was like, oh, I didn't realize he had that much up. So I'm surprised I didn't hear about that. His combine vertical was 37 inches, which don't get me wrong, 37 inches is fantastic. I wish I had a 3-foot vertical. I certainly don't anymore, especially, more than twice Castle's age. I'm old enough to be his dad. But I don't know if that's going to be enough to really do the crazy stuff that's needed to win a dunk competition. And again, Matthias Buzelis is entered the dunk competition, and I was like, I don't know what to expect from him either. So hopefully McFlung or whatever his name is isn't in there again. He's not an NBA player. The little white guy, Mac McDung or whatever his name is, that won the last 2 dunk competitions. He was essentially on a G League contract and played like 1 game each year. Yes, Kyle, exactly. One fist, bonjour. You nailed it. Cathal is very athletic and strong. The Miri fashion show live with dunks over silk and corduroy tailored outfits is weird. I have no idea. He says 4 inches is a lot. I don't think 4 inches is a lot. I'd love to see Castle get rookie of the year. That would be incredible. Wemby seriously needs to spend it. Oh man, if he could get a dream shake, William, forget it. It's done with the league. TSR, I'm sick, so I gotta stay home at 6. Oh, well, feel better, man. Feel better. I mean, I love Marvel movies and Star Wars movies. The point on what you guys are talking about, or the follow-up, I don't watch every Star Wars movie now, or a product, not every movie. There's a lot of shows I've avoided where I used to watch all of them. Marvel, I used to watch everything. There's so much stuff I haven't watched because a lot of it's not good, especially the stuff coming from Sony. I don't know what they're doing over there. Spurs up 15-12. Wonder how many minutes Wemby's going to play today. You think he's going to play like 38? They're going to play more than normal, considering where they are, I would think. And it's Pacers ball, Nemhard with the ball. Pull up Jay. Back rim, no good. Rebound falls into CP3's hands. He'll get it up to Kelvin, who has checked in. Kelvin in the paint. Layup. Missed the layup, Kelvin. That was one sloppy Johnson layup. Tyrese for 3, no good. Pacers get the offensive board. Surprise, surprise. We give up a lot of offensive rebounds. If you haven't watched the Spurs before, they give up a lot of offensive rebounds. Ball's going to be poked out of bounds. Going to stay with Indiana. They have 5 on the shot clock. Oh, Juan, if he gets, yeah. Guy, I was a little critical of Wemby taking 10, 12 threes at the start of the season. Now, granted, he was not shooting very well the first 8 or 10 games, but now he's kind of corrected that. It is what it is. It's what he's going to do. That's a miss by the Pacers. It is Spurs ball. CP3 will bring it up. And the Pacers have a 14-4 record since December 13th, playing very good right now. But down 3. My gosh, I didn't recognize Jeremy Sohan for a second. The Sohan is checked in. His hair is blue. I was looking for the green hair. I saw number 10. I'm like, where's the green hair? I forgot he dyed his hair. Ball's going to get thrown out of bounds. It'll stay with the Spurs. They have 3 on the shot clock. Are we going small ball? Oh, no. I got to fix the scoreboard, too. We can't see the bottom Pacer player. My bad. Got to move it down a little. I got to wiggle it down just a little more. Can you see him now? There we go. I don't like this Sohan at center lineup. Vassell pull up Jay with the shot clock expiring in and out. Not fan, and this is not Sohan's fault by any stretch of imagination. This is Mitch Johnson, but Sohan at center, not going to work. Quick jumper for the Pacers, 15-14. Spurs ball, Devin Vassell. There's a lot of guys are wearing pink shoes today. A lot of pink shoes out there. CP3, back to Vassell. Vassell for 3, and this is what we want to see from Devin Vassell if you're a Spurs fan. When Victor Wembanyama checks out of the lineup, somebody's got to start carrying, help carry the scoring load, and that should be Devin, as with the highest paid San Antonio Spur of all time. Halliburton with a pull up from the elbow, good. Okashiba, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Sohan's too small to be at center. CP3 is going to launch it, no good. Sohan with the putback, no good. Kyle, that is 100% accurate. Foul on Devin. A little under 4 minutes ago. 18-16. Trey Jones checking in. TJ McConnell checking back in. He was in there a little while ago. Lots of substitutions. So, yeah, I mean, Sohan has definitely defended the 1 through 5. Right, McConnell, 1 year he's at center. The next year 1 year he's at guard. 1 year he's at center. Illuminatics, what's going on? I mean, Mitch apparently has no faith in Charles Bassey or Zach Collins. I mean, for obvious reasons. Calvin into the paint, misses another layup. The foul by Trey Jones is good, but what's up with Johnson? Johnson can't stick it in today. Well, there's a 3 for Obi Toppin. 20-19. Trey Jones on fire. I don't know if I would go that. Jeremy Sohan flies in the paint. Nobody there, and he threw it down hard.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
You don't mess with the Sohan. Toppin for 3 again from the corner. Good. Yeah, Sohan with the Cookie Monster. He should put little eyeballs on his head and a smiley face. I'd be up for that. I mean, whatever. Champagne's going to take a quick 3. In and out. Ever since Julian Champagne cut his hair, I think that's when he's been struggling. Is it just me, or is it kind of sinking up there? Cuts his hair, can't make a shot. Tyrese for 3, no good. Sohan with the rebound. Venom, what's up? No, France is 6 hours ahead of us, I think. Going to Morocco French, what's going on? Appreciate everybody stopping in as Jeremy Sohan lost the ball out of bounds. That looked awkward. The pass came to his hands and he just kind of dropped it and then was playing with the ball and then it rolled out. It is 20:33, which means that's 8:33 p.m. It is prime time for them. Very early for us in America. Well, not early. Early-ish for me. It's 2:30 Eastern Ryan. It did roll like a bowling ball. Made it abyss. I don't know. That was a weird play. Calvin Johnson would have blocked. And that's a turnover for the Pacers. It hit a Pacer player and went out. Wemby's checking back in. But Johnson slinging some D. If you're new to the channel, Calvin Johnson's name is, we take liberties with his Johnson. We're all tied. Oh, I missed a 3 by the Pacers. We're all tied up at 22. My bad. Yeah, I just caught that too, Kyle. I missed a shot. Trey Jones flies by everybody, kicks it out. Keldon Johnson way open for 3, and Johnson is just 0 for 3. Keldon, come on, man. I know I'm joking around about your last name, but seriously, can you play a little better out here? We're gonna have a foul on the Spurs. The wall of juice, Ghostbers, go to you. I feel weird watching you at the job, Leonardo. You got to do what you got to do. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Michael, Kelman's missed two layups, which not thrilled about that. Missing the three, that's expected with his game this year. Obi Toppin's at the line for two, all tied at 22. About a minute 45 to go in the first quarter. Lele Spurs. Pacers got the lead. Oh, shoot, I don't know. Made in Abyss, he should. Michael, I don't think Keldon has any trade value at this point. Keldon has more tape on him than hair last night. Made them both. 24-22, Pacers up by a deuce. Leonardo, I tell you, this early game is messing me up because I'm used to it being nighttime and not too far from bedtime when I call the Spurs. Sohan for three. Jeremy! Maybe he practiced his threes while he was out. Oh, God, he made a three. And JR, as I looked away, well, that was a three. Why is Obi Toppin playing like a damn Hall of Famer against us? Why do we always have these role players that have career games against the Spurs? And right now he's having a fantastic first quarter. Trey Jones gets it to Sohan. Sohan with the layup or jumper. It's good either way. Noah, I would like us to win as well. Sohan going for 30. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it. Sohan's got 7 points right now. Toppin pulls up. That is way off. Spurs ball. Wemby will bring it up for San Antonio. All tied at 27 under a minute to go. Wemby's going to take a long step back three. No good. And now a missed botched alley-oop by the Pacers. They still have the ball. Hey, Toppin's good, hard left turn, but what I mean is we'll have role players that come off the bench have their best games ever against the Spurs. No, all good, man. Wemby with the mile-long three. All right. How many points does Wemby have? Like 8? He's taking some long threes, but he's made a couple. So there's that. Pacers can hold for the last shot. The shot clock is off. TJ McConnell with the ball out 3-point land. Looking to drive. Pull up from the elbow. No good. Offensive rebound and putback is good for Thomas Bryant. Spurs just suck at boxing out sometimes. Wemby took a half-court three. Didn't go in. Not sure if he even got it off before the shot clock went off. Spurs up by 1. Wemby has 10. If Wemby loses in France, that'll be all the. Oh, it will be. You aren't kidding. Bravo, what's going on? Chris Paul? I think he hit a three. And no, Alex, I did not see that. Kyle, they are. Let's put up Q2. The game seems to be going by pretty fast, though. Is it just me, or there are not a lot of fouls being called? I hope I didn't just jinx us. Bart, I did a video about him coming back or under rehab about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. I probably won't do a video on that until it's official, or at least put something in the community notes. Oddly enough, I find when we do the pop news video, there's very little interest in those. Maybe because I'm late to the news and I just can't, I can't get out there as fast as like ESPN or other networks, whatever. That's one thing that kind of sucks about YouTube now, I noticed. This has actually sucked for 5 years. It used to be such a great place for, I'm just rambling during the commercial break, like small independent content creators like myself or like you. And then I was looking around and like, it's just so many celebrities have YouTube channels, which they have a right to do, of course, make a living, make any extra money. But I was like, man, it really pushes us little guys like way down. Like, I don't follow wrestling anymore, but I swear, like every retired wrestler has a channel now, and they're all talking about the same thing. Kind of interesting, but it is what it is. I guess you just have to do better. So we'll have to do better here this year. Is there a time frame of him coming back though? So Happy Castle's going to be in the dunk contest. Pineapple Power, I juice. I am too. This game is going to overtime. I've read the script. Sohan with more points than Barnes, CP3, and Castle combined. Celtics and it's Boston Celtics and Los Angeles Lakers. Kokoshibo, I did see that. I think we have a losing record with Sohan, but we have to take that with a grain of salt because I didn't have a chance to check the competition we played. I do think, I mean, he's one of the top 3 defenders on the team. I think a lot of people would say he's the second best defender after Wemby. His outside shot needs work. We can all concede that, but he's often also tasked with guarding the best playmaker on the other team. The best playmaker on the other team is the point guard. It's not Chris Paul guarding him. It's probably Sohan. If it's a shooting guard, it's not Devin. It's probably Sohan. So the team asks a lot out of him. You got to think Wemby is going to be a part of one of Stefan Castle's dunks, right? I don't think he can jump over Wemby. I'm actually damn sure he can't jump over Wemby without pushing off. Forever, don't say that. His outside shot needs work describes the whole team. Well, what exactly wrong with that statement? Second quarter underway, and we're going to have a foul. Of course, I said very few fouls, and then we start the second quarter immediately with a foul. No, bro, I've talked about that too. I agree 100%. Right now, that is a concern of mine moving forward, is if you expect Jeremy Sohan and Stefan Castle to be starters in the future, another foul. I shouldn't have said anything. I should not have said anything. Now it's turning into a foul fest. But if our future lineup is supposed to include Jeremy Sohan and Stefan Castle, neither guy can shoot the three right now. And we already see teams double team or even triple team Wemby and leave those poor shooters just open and say, fire away. And they do. And they miss. There's Mamo in there. Holy Sandro Mamakelichvili sighting. Because we're getting killed on the boards. We need a bigger body out there. That three is way off. Who just shot that for the Pacers? That was a guy with a headband. Is that Miles Turner? I think that was Miles Turner with a brick. Anyway, Spurs ball, 10 on the shot clock. They get it to Wemby. Wemby over to Mamu, corner three. No good. Mamu was shooting over 45%, I believe, from three to start there, but he's tapered off a bit. He's also getting inconsistent minutes. Hard to say, keep it going when you're not playing for a week, then you're playing, then you're not playing for 2 weeks, then you're playing. That's a miss for Indiana. Spurs ball. Mama with the ball again. Over to Castle. Castle's corner three is no good. Mama with the offensive rebound. CP3 follow-up three is no good. Let's just keep chucking threes. Mamu was a star in France. Is he? It's a turnover for the Pacers. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs behind the back. Over to Champagny. Champagny tried to throw it off TJ McConnell. Fell out of bounds. Actually ends up going off McConnell out of bounds. This is going to be Spurs ball. Now they're saying it's Pacers ball. Stefan Castle saying challenge it, challenge it. Can I see a replay? Mitch is not challenging it. I didn't see what happened. No, that was a bad play by Castle. Layup Pacers, they have the lead now, 31-30. Chris Paul bringing up for the Spurs. Out the steps, having a rough game to start us here. Castles has more turnovers than points. A foul on Wemby? What? Not foul on Wemby foul, not one foul on Wemby. The announcer just said that in a way that was like, what? I think Pascal Siakam just got whistled. B-ball fanatic, I gotta assume the entire crowd is rooting for Wemby. Right, for the Spurs with Wemby being on scene. Castle gets over Champagny. Champagny back to Steph. Bullet pass by Stefan is a turnover. My goodness, he's turning the ball over a lot. Three by Ben Shepherd is no good from the corner. It's going to stay with the Pacers. Michael, we're shooting a lot of threes. Mitch Johnson, every time they put the camera on, it's the same expression. I started off liking him, but man, just show some fire. Inbound pass to Pascal Siakam. The turnaround, Jay Good, 33-30. Okay, there's probably a lot of, I wouldn't be shocked, a lot of Pacers fans. No, we're not a three-point team at all. No, not even the slightest. Chris, oh my gosh. Sorry, I said Chris. Castle with another turnover. Fast break for the Pacers. Dunk. Timeout. Castle with another turnover. Is that four? Steph, what is going on out there? You gotta pull him at this point. I like Stephon. I mean, do you keep letting him play? I know we're not making a push for the NBA Finals. Do you keep playing him at this point if he's struggling this bad today? Castle just lost your parlay. Faux show. Not playing well, Noah. Pacers are taking advantage of Spurs. Kyle, yes, they are. I've hated Mitch since he didn't call a timeout after 18 points. That was the Grizzlies game, bro. I don't know if they got to 18. It was at least a 16. Maybe it was 18-0. I don't know. But I know once it got to like 10-0, I think myself and a lot of you guys in the live chat were saying, call a timeout, call a timeout. Then it got to 12-0, 14-0, 16-0. It's like, dude, what are you doing? Castle turning over pretty bad today. The crowd sounds quiet, do they? That kid, Fletcher says he's struggling. Sure enough, got the he's got pineapple leg. Nice. Castle loves passing, just not to his teammates. Oh, Kyle, really? You know what? We need to get Chuck. Let's get some Chuck in here. Can we get some Chuck? He's Castle. He's inconsistent. Ricky, the Celtics fan. Spurs are playing the same way the Warriors were. I don't know how the Warriors played, so I don't get the reference. Did they get blown out? I have no idea. David, there you go. Go Spurs, go. Kyle, you're never wrong, ever. I love the lineup of CP3, Mamu, Julian, Wemby, and Castle. Do you? Or well, it's a bigger lineup on the front court at least. It doesn't seem to be working at this very moment in time. Why do they put the Spurs face like Bing Bang? That is fact. What do I'm not sure I get it. Do bad teams usually pay in Paris? He is William. He is. He's in a funk right now. Forever says he sucks. El Mayo. He's sucking today. What can I say? Trenchant, aren't all our guys inconsistent? For the most part, yes. That's a big problem with the team. We've thrown the French connection for the Spurs. Tony Parker, Boris Diaw, Victor Wembanyama, Sidi Sissoko. Some names I'm less familiar with. Ian Mahimi, Nandu Decola, and Joffrey Laverne. Why are those middle three I'm drawing a blank on? Memory isn't what it used to be. Robin, who's taking 35-point shots? Wemby? Does he have 4 turnovers before in the half? That's rough. Well, let's end the poll since we're more than half, or we're a little through the second quarter. Excuse me. It's like the majority thought that Wemby will go for over 35. We're gonna have a foul on Indiana. I don't think Harrison Ingram's here. He's with the G League. He's with the Austin Spurs. I don't think he traveled. Riley Minix, of course, is out for the year. David Duke Jr., I assume, did not make the trip as well. Asia, good afternoon to you. 35-30 Spurs keeping it close, but their offense. The Spurs have won 3 of their last 4 games against Indiana. The turnover has actually been a problem. Specifically, Stephon Castle's got some pineapple lag. He has his hair back in the pineapple, but Wemby behind the back and throws it down. Goes behind the back and gets in the paint. And this is what we need from Wemby. He is by far our best finisher in the paint. He's got to be in attack mode tonight. TJ Connell drives in the paint, layup good, 37-32. 8.5 minutes to go. Harrison Barnes would have dunk as he's standing alone under the rim and the Spurs get it to him in transition. All right, let's start making it a dunk fest. Homer, I don't think Juan Nunez is available to play. Isn't he under contract with Spain or somebody? Yeah, I don't think Juan Nunez is eligible to play. TJ with the ball, drives in the paint, sees Wemby and says, nope. Says he gets to Miles Turner. Turner's going to throw it down hard. There's a lot of dunks in this game. Wemby's not going to take a 3 down the other end. Oh my goodness. So Wemby got 13 now? Thank you, Area 51. Wemby's got 15. I mean, we knew he was gonna show today, right? Siakam jumper is an air ball. Air ball. Harrison Barnes over to Mamu. Mamu's gonna drive in the paint. The off balance Jay is way short. Pacers ball. Whoa! Wemby's gonna knocked over it. Well, he was inside the restricted area. I heard the announcer say that's a charge, but Wemby was in the restricted area, so Benedict Mathurin got away with one there. I can't argue that. He was standing inside the little circle. Well, half circle, whatever. Three ball. Wemby, free throw line, rips it out to CP3 instead. Chris Paul for three. Good. 1 point game. B-ball, I'm hoping Sohan's that guy. What I'm surprised is there's a lot of Spurs, not you per se, but a lot of Spurs fans seem to want him to fail. And I'm like, this is our first round pick from 2022. You want us to miss on another pick? Haven't we missed on enough picks already? Josh Primo in 21, so you want to miss on Sohan too? So back-to-back drafts that are completely wasted? Wendy would have turnover. Pacers ball. Chris Paul's playing very well for his age. I mean, come on now. Let's give some credit where credit's due. Turnover by Pacers. Not his best pass, Robert. Savion, it's going to happen. I mean, he's going to make some great plays. He's going to have some plays that you're going to be like, what are you doing? I think Sohan's a solid player. He doesn't have an outside shot. Uh, he trying to think the top most hated Spurs players on our team right now. Because a lot of our players get Kellen's got to be on that list. Devin was play this year has got to be on the list. And I think Jeremy. When you look at the trade so and so, those are the three that always come up a lot. At least that's what I see on the channel and just in general. If you're going to get rid of three Spurs, Devin, Kelvin, and Jeremy always on the top of that list. Well, Zach Collins. Sorry, Zach's probably on the top of that list, but he's not playing anymore. For guys that are active members of the rotation, it's Devin, Jeremy, and Kelvin. Zach he's just here now. No, I worked today, Asia. Players Anonymous, good evening or afternoon. I worked until 1:45, then left work just a little bit early to jump on here. I only work till 3:30. I work 7 to 3:30, so I get on me. Wemby with the ball, 3-point land, gets it over to Kelvin. Kelvin, I think, is still looking for his first points. He missed a couple layups to start the game, which I admittedly was not a fan of. Trey Jones going to drive in the paint and a layup. Trey Jones has done a pretty good job attacking the rim this year. He's shot the ball so little. Tyrese Halliburton's back in for the Pacers, has the ball at the moment, drops it off to Turner. Turner for three. In and out. Just missed it. Zach, he's just hair now. He's even that. Wemby, a little crossover, back out to Harrison Barnes. Over to Trey, to Kelvin. Kelvin to paint, and he'll throw it down. Spurs are getting a lot of dunks today. Timeout, Indiana. Spurs hit the lead 44 to 43. Gray did junk recently. I was shocked to see that. What's up, Spleen? I don't want to see a blowout. I can't. I hate blowouts. I absolutely can't stand them. Trey Jones has been a good playmaker this year. His scoring has been mostly invisible. We're in a timeout. We're in a commercial. Trying to get to 100 thumbs up. I don't think we've gotten to it yet. Would have certainly appreciate your support and getting us there. It's going to be hard to get to the thumbs up today because, well, this is an oddly timed game, if you will. Most streams are at night, 8:30, about 8:30 Eastern my time. Today, the game started at 2 p.m. Eastern, and a lot of people are working in school or maybe just not available. We're at 89 thumbs up, so a lot more. Let's at least get to 100 if we can before the first half ends. Thank you, Pop. Appreciate you. While we're in a timeout, I should also have a hello. Jacob, you should go. Let's have a little hi from Headband Grogu. Yeah. Best headband on YouTube. Ooh. and a double. Well, Bart, I don't know what to say to that. It must have been a bad burrito. So, Zion Williamson, I've seen some of you say you want him on the team. Listen, talent-wise, he's great. He's very good, or at least very good, depending on who you ask. The dude is always injured. If you're upset about how much time Devin Vassell's missing, or how much time Jeremy Sohan has missed, look at all the time Zion Williamson has missed. Do you want to deal with that? I don't. The dude has missed the whole season. He's missed so many games already in his short career, and I don't think that's going to get better moving forward. His body's only going to break down. It's not going to magically get better unless he loses a lot of weight. And last I saw him, he wasn't looking very spry. Is alley-oop French? I don't know. Zion is the opposite of what the Spurs are about. That's fair. It is. That is Jenna Oh, is that the blonde girl that threw out Joel Embiid? R33. It's not a good ratio, the amount of games he's played. Susie Baca, what's going on? I mean, that works for me. Yeah, right, Albert. He already says people are chunky in San Antonio, and then you're gonna have Zion in the Spurs team. Charles Barkley never let us never hear the end of it. Fletcher says we picked Malachi Branham over Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler was drafted 22nd. Branham was drafted 20th. And we need a backup center like nobody's business right now. Pacers missed a couple threes. Literally missed a couple threes. It's Spurs ball. Spurs on the run. Fell for three. Swish. And I think we have a small ball lineup again. Yeah, we do. Jeremy Sohan's at center again. Yippee-ki-yay. Don't hate the player. Hate the coach for putting him in that position. Pacers ball down by 4. Down by 1. Nice 3 by Tyrese Halliburton. Back down the other end. Gets it to Trey. Trey out to Keldon. Keldon's open for 3. Takes the 3 and can't make a shot today. Come on, Keldon. Nemhard pull-up J is good, and just like that, the Spurs are down by 1. Michael, I think Keldon is 0 for 4. He's missed 2 layups and 2 3-pointers. I believe he's 0 for 4. He could be 0 for 5. But I think he's 0 for everything. Oh, yeah, he had a dunk, didn't he? He made 1 shot. Did he have a dunk? I think Keldon scored 1. I think Keldon's 1 of 5. Was that a Trey Jones 3? A lot of people want Cam Johnson, Fletcher says. There's a runner by Nemhard, no good. Foul, going to the line for 2. I did watch The Price is Right, but I've not seen The Price is Right with Drew Carey. I watched The Price is Right back when Bob Barker was the host, and yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen that show. How's it possible? Yeah, explain. Sohan made a 3. Blind Squirrel finds a nut. Sohan last season was actually shooting the 3-pointer well. I think the first 2 months of the year he was shooting like 36 or 37%, which isn't great. But for him, that's very well. And then it just dropped off a cliff where he couldn't make a 3. He shot, I think, under 20% 2 months in a row. Bonjour, Casimir. I don't remember who let Sohan hit the 3 Kokushibo, and I'm sure somebody left him wide open. Towns can put his head down, drive in the paint, and makes a layup. 52 to 50. And when Kellen puts his head down, he's shooting the ball. He ain't passing it. Price is wrong. Good point. Stevens E. Facts. Pacers ball, 2-point game, 52 to 50. That 3 is no good. Jeremy Sohan with the rebound. I didn't see who shot that. Who did shoot that? That was Thomas Bryant. My bad. I don't know a lot of these Pacers players. I don't follow the Pacers much. I know their starters, their bench. I'm awful with. Vassell pull up Jay good. I think I just heard Vassell has 12. Okay. Devin, nice game. Got a 3. Tyrese Halliburton for 3. He has been cooking today. We're not cooking. Yeah, dude. Blah, 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 blah. Devin with the ball for the Spurs, looking to get into Harrison Barnes. Barnes spins, gets into the paint, tosses it to Sohan. Sohan back out to Devin. Vassell takeoff, gets into the paint himself. A tough shot is no good. Calling with the putback is good. Rick Carlisle with a timeout. EJ, you know what? EJ, I'm glad to see Vassell playing better too. That 10-game stretch was awful. Thomas Bryant was the first to have a poster from Wemby last season. Who was the one? Did he poster Wemby? I'd rather forget that. John Lou, what's going on? All right, timeout. We need a much bigger lead. Thank you very much. Oh, did Wemby poster him? I honestly don't remember. I don't. Yep. What's going on? Wemby had his first poster on T-Ball. I don't remember that. I also don't remember that. Which realistic player could boost this team? I don't know. There's so many. Listen, we see so many trade rumors every year. How many times has Kelvin Johnson been traded off this team? A whole bunch, and he's still here. I don't know what the Spurs are going to do. I didn't expect the Spurs to bring in Harrison Barnes and Chris Paul as vets, and here we are. I don't know what Brian Wright's going to do. I do know we have too many draft picks, especially second rounders over the next 5 years, so we need to do something there. I think priority one, if possible, should be to get out under Zach Collins' contract, and you're going to have to trade some picks to do so. But to pay a guy $16.5 million to sit on the bench, that's not good investing. We have almost in almost every position. It's preseason. I don't remember that, Sween. We need a backup center bad. All right, Pacers ball. There you go, Homer. 60 wins. Ben Johnson, the Bears. I did not hear about that, Asia. Miles Turner goes for a big dunk and misses said dunk. Spurs ball, and then we turn it over. We tried to get up to Kelvin. The ball was led just a little too far. He couldn't quite get a handle on it. Another turnover for the Spurs. That's been a problem today. Quite a few turnovers for San Antonio. They are up, though, 56 to 53. Pacers ball. Tyrese Halliburton. It's sort of Pascal Siakam, who will take a jump shot and miss said jump shot. Jeremy Sohan with the rebound. All right. Jeremy will bring it up. And I'll pause and drop it off to Devin. Plenty of time on the shot clock for the Spurs. Trey Jones running the point at the moment for San Antonio. On the shot clock for the Spurs. Trey's going to drive, spins around, kicks it out to Sohan, back to Kelman, and Kelman turned it over. Mathern for three. Tied game. And that's what the turnovers do. We get the other team back in it. Our whole team struggles with turnovers. That's a problem. Sohan in the paint. Why is he not shooting? He's right there. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby's going to drive back to Sohan, and the alley-oop layup. Oh, all right, that works. Little ball movement. Get a better shot. All right, won't complain. Thank you, Show Enough. Fletcher assist. I don't think he's played much. He has had some turnover issues. Just like that, we're all tied up 58-58. The clock's a little bit ahead. Let me fix that. 40 and some change to go. Trey Jones will bring it up for San Antonio. Tries to get a screen from Wemby. Going to take off, flies into the paint. Almost lost a handle on the ball. He's going to take a very tough shot. No good. I don't know if alley-oop is French. I don't think so. Miles Turner for three. No good. Fight for the board. And Jeremy Sohan will come away with it. He'll bring it up the court for the Spurs. Drops it off to Devin. There's about a second between the shot clock and game clock. The Spurs can try to hold for the last shot. Yes, I do, Asia. I'm going to watch the game, but watching the Eagles versus Commanders does make me sick. I will say that. 3 on the shot clock. Vassell with the ball. He got the fourth shot. The runner. Good! Half a second to go. I hope they took a point off the Pacers. I guess a 3 was only a 2. We will take a 3-point lead. All right. That's better than being down. I'll take a lead over being down. Let's put the old halftime up, and we'll put up the halftime stats. Man, they're promoting the crap out of this new Captain America movie, and all I've seen is they've had, what, 3 or 4 reshoots? I'm a Hulk fan, but oh boy, that CGI looks. That Red Hulk CGI is not good. I don't know if I'm gonna go see that one. So it's definitely playing better. We got to 100 thumbs up. Thank you guys. We'll try to get 150 will be the goal by the end of the third quarter. But let's take a look at the halftime stats because I did promise that. And man, it feels weird calling a day game. And all the games this week are day games. We had the early game Sunday. We have the early game today. And then we have 12 p.m. is a Saturday game against the Pacers. That is also in France. Just messing up my day. Like I haven't worked out yet today, and I should work out after the game, but I don't know. All right, for the Pacers, Pascal Siakam with 9 points. Miles Turner really struggling from the field today. He's 1 of 7, has 2 points. Andrew Nemhard with 6. Tyrese Halliburton with 11. With 10 off the bench for the Pacers. Obi Toppin with 11, but I think all those were in the first quarter. Aaron Naismith with 0. Thomas Bryant 4. TJ McConnell with 4. And Ben Shepherd with 0 for our San Antonio Spurs. Harrison Barnes with 4. Victor Wembanyama, 15 points on 6 of 10 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3. He should be taking more shots if he's going to play this well today. 15 points, 5 boards, 3 assists, 1 block, 2 turnovers. Chris Paul with 3 points and 4 boards and 4 assists, so maybe a triple double. Vassell, good game for him, 6 of 9 from the field, including 2 of 3 from 3. He has 14 points. Rough game for Stefan Castle at the moment. 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting. He's got 1 assist, but 4 turnovers. Oof, not what we're looking for there. Mamu played today, got 8 minutes, but no, sorry, 6 minutes. Did not score while he was out there. Julian Champagny also scoreless. Jeremy Sohan with 9 points in his return. He's played 11 minutes, 4 of 6 from the field. 7 rebounds. Jeremy in 11 minutes, 9 points and 7 rebounds. That's not too shabby. Keldon Johnson, 3 of 7 from the field with 6 points. And Trey Jones with 7 points, which is a lot for him considering he's averaging like 3.5 points a game this year. He's 3 of 4 from the field, has 5 assists. For the game, the Spurs have. Let's take a look here. That number not right. It says 3 turnovers as a total. That is no way. 1, 2, 6, 7. We have 9. And these columns shift a little bit. We have 9 turnovers. We're shooting 54, 40, and 0. We haven't taken a free throw. The Pacers are shooting 46, 30, and 100. They've taken 4 free throws. They've only turned the ball over three times. Jeez. Stefan Castle has more turnovers than the entire Pacers team. Sorry, Steph. I didn't want to say that, but facts are facts, and they don't care. They don't care. It is what it is. Yeah, he had a rough first half. TSR is the boss at work, so he can. I'm not the boss at work. But I did, Paisan, I did leave early. I did leave early. I work at 7 p.m. Sorry, 7 a.m. Eastern till 3:30 Eastern. I left at 1:45. I took a 15-minute break at 1 o'clock to set everything up. So all I had to do was come in here and Morty, how are you sitting there like that? He's literally, he really is levitating baby coyote. What's that? Levitating baby coyote, coyote, my bestest little. I'll take a 3-point lead at Kills. Who I think's going to win? I mean, I would put money on the team that scores the most points is going to win the game for sure. Sabrina, what's up? Actually, don't put money on anything. I don't gamble. Don't support that nonsense if you can. Champagny sucks. He's fallen off lately with his bench play. His struggles real. Bum 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 ba-dum ba-doop 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 ba-doop. Go, 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 ninja, go, ninja, go, go, ninja, go, ninja, go, 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 ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap, ninja, ninja, rap. That's Mikey, but he's being silly. Sport betting sucks. I hate it, Paisan. I will never, ever, ever, ever endorse it on this channel. I don't know why I dislike it so much. Oh, my previous job, because I saw so many people get screwed over by gambling. That's one part of it. There was an Xbox showcase a few times for those Xbox showcase. David, we're doing okay. I'm killing you with the vanilla ice. I mean, should I start doing the? All right, stop. Collaborate and listen. Mike is back with a brand new edition. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, fold like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will the Spurs win? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights and I'll go 60 to 57 like blah, 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 blah. All right. I was trying to do something with the score. It didn't work very well. I am an Xboxer, by the way. I do play video games, although the game I'm playing now might surprise some of you. I don't know how many of you remember. Actually, if you play Xbox for over 10 years, you remember this. So, Xbox these days has Ultimate Game Pass, blah, blah, blah. They rolled games with gold into that. And they still give out free games, I think, but you don't own the game. You own the right to play the game as long as you're subscribed to a service. I think they started doing that with Xbox One. I hate that. I have a plethora of Xbox 360 games that I haven't played that I actually own because back in the day with the Xbox 360, games with gold, you got the game, you owned it. You didn't have to keep games with gold or Xbox Live. You actually own the game. So I am currently playing because I never played it and I played the first one. I've been playing Dead Space 2. And as I was playing it, I was like, one, I like the game. There's a lot of jump scares. But as I was playing the game, I was like, you know what? Yes, games today look better than this, but this is not taking the graphical leap where there's not really anywhere to go except just more detail. I was like, you know what? This looks fine to me. It plays fine. Whereas I grew up with the Atari 2600. The graphical leaps from the Atari 2600 to Nintendo to Super Nintendo to PlayStation to Xbox and PS2 to the Xbox 360. I mean, those were all jumps. But when I look at from like the 360 to Xbox Series X or Xbox One, Xbox Series X, I'm like, there's jumps, but they're not leaps. We took leaps when I was a kid, huge leaps. I mean, Atari was boxes. There was squares and just they're terrible graphics. As well, I don't remember explaining how much I liked one, but I'm enjoying two. I mean, it's an older game, but you know what? In the end, it's all about gameplay. Like I like good graphics, good sound, etc. But if a game plays like ish, then who the heck cares, right? Same thing with movies. If I see too much CGI, it's usually not a fan of that. I have not played that one, Homer. I'm playing King of the something 2? I don't know what that is, John. Xavier, I'm not impressed with their performance. I have heard of Skyrim Made Abyss. I have played Skyrim, not Skyrim, I played the Elder Scrolls Online. Players, what's going on? Players, Anonymous? I know the Old Republic, that's a classic. Champagne cut his hair and his hair and his game hit the floor too. That seems like that. Want to see Rich suffer in on Elden Ring. I've heard that. I haven't played it. I don't think I would be. I mean, you guys have talked about do a gaming channel. I just don't have the time. I really don't. I really want to, keep growing TSR Sports and to try to do two channels plus with all the tons of hobbies I have. It's not gonna happen. Jeremy Stein with blue hair and glasses looks kind of normal for the most part. Um, I also play Magic the Gathering. I collect comic books. I do a lot of sporting stuff, not on camera, but cycling and hiking and basketball and running and working out off camera. There's only so much time in the day. What's up, El Basso? Thank you for stopping in. Go Hector Banana Bread. Oh, Coder, Knights of the Republic. I'm sorry. There we go. Wemmy has 15, Franklin. Sean Light's there. I don't know why he's not covering the game. Turok, I've read the comic. I don't know if I played the game. I play Knights of the Old Republic, I want to say number one. And I hit this weird bug. Maybe it was number two. I don't remember which one it was, but I hit this weird bug where I couldn't leave a spaceship. There was a known bug with the game, and it really turned me off from the franchise. It's like you have to go back to such and such point and then do this to avoid the bug. And I was like, seriously, man? So I got a game-breaking bug because once the bug happened, I couldn't leave a certain area. But I do remember liking that game a lot. Miss TSR is working, but she is good. Kokoshiba, the original poll on this channel was Wemby going to drop 35? He's on pace for 30. And I hope City Sissoko gets some minutes too. It's probably going to have to be garbage time. He's not a normal part of the rotation. So we'll see on that. NBA title, Paul? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. If I'm being transparent, not my Spurs. They're not ready yet. I'd love to say the San Antonio Spurs, but I would be lying if I said that. Machine 78, what's going on? Well, or good afternoon to you. Is this an NBA Finals preview? Probably not. I forgot how buggy the Night Owl Republics were. Yeah, they probably fixed them in later versions or Steam versions, but the original one, that was heartbreaking because I think I was halfway through the game, maybe two-thirds, and then I had this problem where I couldn't leave, and I searched online, and sure enough, I had the bug, and that was the end of my game. I'm glad Devin's back too. Nuggets, OKC are match from the West. That's if the Mavericks can get healthy, they are dealing with some injuries. Pacers making the NBA Finals, it would be. Can the Cavs make the East? Paul, I think so. Anything's possible. T Gunk, what's going on? T Gunk, so one of your blanket, I said towel, your blanket has shipped. Apparently, there's such a high demand for baby coyotes, and why wouldn't there be? He's your bestest little buddy that levitates. The there's a little delay in getting him out. So as soon as Amazon, ships him, he'll be at your house. By the way, so I want to let you guys know for the last giveaway, we did the 25,000 subscriber giveaway, and Carlos ended up getting the grand prize. And the grand prize was any jersey up to $200 on Fanatics.com. The reason I want to let you know that I had to put a cap on it is there are jerseys on there for like $700 to $800 that are autographed, and I was like, I love my subscribers, but I mean, I can pay $700 to $800 a jersey for myself. Definitely not buying. I'm not buying an $800 jersey. That's just crazy. There's probably some that are maybe even more on there if they're autographed by multiple players. So Carlos ended up getting the grand prize, and what he did, and this is legal, and I'm putting this out there for you guys when we do the next giveaway or whatever. If we give away something that you don't want, you are certainly welcome to write me on Twitter or email and say, hey, you know what? Thanks very much, but can I get this instead? As long as it is equal or lesser value. I got to put the caveat on there. So Carlos wrote me and he said, hey, I don't want to get a jersey, but I want to get a customized Yankees hoodie and a customized Spurs hoodie. I said, okay, are they as long as it's under 200? Sure. And he said yes, and it was under 200, so he's actually getting two items instead of one. So if when we do contests like that, if there's a big, especially a big item, if you're like, you know what, I'm not a jersey guy, TSR, but I would like something like this, we'll take care of you. I don't want to get somebody something they don't want. Jimmy going to the Suns. I think they're trying to make that happen, but don't they have to unload Beal's contract first before they do that? I don't think they can take on Butler's contract plus Beal, Durant, and Booker. That seems like that would be way, way, way over. Yes, Sissoko's from France, I believe, John Lou. He is French. I don't know if he's from France per se. I mean, yeah, I think he. I don't know. I did. CC Sabathia did, and Kurt Schilling hasn't. But you know what? Kurt Schilling's a douchebag anyway. So I stand by that statement. If you know, you know. Would I trade? I wouldn't trade Castle for. I mean, no. Our first round pick from last year. I'm not ready to move on from him. No way. They are trying to lose Beal. They got him. Beal's making 50 million this year. I remember one of you guys. And this is why I love interacting with you guys. One of you posted on a video, we should go after Bradley Bill. Bradley Beal. I was like, I don't like his 50 million. I said, no, he's making 50 million. You guys like, oh my God, no, you're right, or something like that. No. All right. So, Blippy, what happened? I'll share it real quick. If you don't know, and I might fudge the story a little bit. I believe it was Tim Wakefield passed away for. I don't know if he passed away or if he's still living, but Tim Wakefield has. I think he has some sort of cancer. It might have been like a tumor, some serious health issue that he wanted to keep private. And he told Kurt Schilling and told him to keep it private. And Kurt went on, I think it was on his own podcast or somebody else's podcast, and spilled the beans and told the world about his health issue. And if your friend tells you something like that in confidence, you don't go on a public social media platform and announce it to the world. It's a total DV move. As far as I know, Red Sox fans hate him now because of that. And I mean, it's classless. It's just absolutely classless. I don't know why he did it. Never had a problem with the guy. Maybe not the smartest business person. He lost tons of money investing in a video game, but then he goes and does that. I don't know what he was thinking. Just making sure not towards me, Red Sox. Wait, Asia, you're a Red Sox fan. I might be risking that. Oh, he did die. Oh, see, did he, Kyle? I forgot. That sucks. Yeah, Asia, it was a horrible thing to do. I'm sure Red Sox fans will probably never forgive him for that. Well, I believe in forgiveness, but never forgive, but never forget. I guess it's a better way of doing it. Yeah, I was so confused, Adrian, when you wrote that. I'm like, you're Red Sox. What the hell has happened? That Harrison Barnes with the three? Yeah, it was. They're doing the thing I hate the most with the NBA is they'll do an interview, and look, I'm glad to see Sean Elliott on TV, but they squish the crap out of the game to show the person being interviewed, so it makes it very hard to see what's going on. I think that was Miles Turner with a three. Yes, it was. Picture in picture. Don't split the picture. Keep the game up and put Sean up in the top left corner or top right corner. Like, is the NBA stupid? Yes, they are. Vassell with a corner three. Because yes, they're losing viewers by the millions every year. They're clearly doing something wrong, and stuff like this is not helping. Get it right. Vassell for three, though. 66-60. Spurs up. Miles Turner into the paint. He is going to get fouled and go to the line for two. And let me fix my clock. Devin's been playing very well. The Spurs needed this. I thought he did too, but I mean, whatever it is, he's gone. May he rest in peace. Uh, Knuckleball. Ooh, crazy. One of the craziest pitches in NBA or NBA MLB history. First free throw is good by Turner. 66-61. All right, can we get Sean off the TV? I'm sorry, but can you stop with this? Stop. Does anybody else hate that? Are you watching the game? Do you hate it when they do that? I can't stand it. Second free throw for Turner. Bounces around and finally bounces in. Twice bounced away too. Oh, all right. Thank you. No, I'm glad somebody hates it too. Like, maybe alone or something. Does everybody else hate that? That it's like squish the screen down. Stefan Castle. Oh my God, is this another turnover for him? Jump ball? What are we doing here? The players seem confused, so I'm confused. Cat. That's a turnover by Castle. That's Pacers ball. Are they actually calling a jump ball on this? That is a terrible call. That was clearly out on Steph. I mean, I'm a Spurs fan, but I can't be lying to you guys. That was out on Steph. Cowboy X Factor, what's up? This is an early game. You didn't get that at all? No, that's what I got. They're calling a jump ball. This is a bad call. I'm sorry. That should be Castle's fifth turnover. We won the jump ball, but it should be Pacers ball. Harrison Barnes in the paint, layup good. Right, let's go Spurs. Go to you. I've always said I will be biased towards our Spurs because I'm a Spurs fan, but I'm not going to call BS calls. I'm going to call the game down the line. Mathern for three, no good from the corner. Spurs ball. Wemby will get it up to Vassell. Vassell. Oh, he's going to shoot the ball. He's now in the paint. Pass it back out. CP3, little crossover into the paint, back out to Castle. Castle will now drive in the paint, and a tough shot. Missed again, but he's going to be fouled. Jukebox said, I'll take it. We're here. Have X Factor, don't worry. Couch contingent, always on the couch. Steph is at the line for 2. First free throw is good. Spurs just the San Antonio Spurs just 69 the Indiana Pacers. Just letting everybody know that. Beards, what's going on, man? Susie Baka, what's going on? Daniel Berry, thank you for stopping in. Castle made them both. All right. Coyotes always in the back. Let me know. 70-62. That is the biggest lead in the game for the Spurs. Turner misses in the paint. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Pacers. 9:38 to go in the third quarter. Spurs up 70-62. Little Mikey fist pump. Good luck fist pump for Mikey. I'm hoping Victor goes for at least 30 today. Pacers got the ball in. Nemhard with the ball. Yes, it is. You got the headband power over to Siakam. Also rocking a headband. Miles Turner rocking a headband. They got 3 guys with headbands. Turner, bucket, and 1. Yes, hard left turn. I agree. I hate this about refs in NBA, NFL, and other sports is they call something wrong and it leads to a score being given or free 15. Yeah. Jason, I can't do Bear Cam. He's not here. He's not here. Although I did shoot a video of Bear wearing his TSR Sports jersey and I forgot to upload it as a short today, so I blew it. I'll have to put that up at some point tomorrow. Actually, we have the debut finally of the documentary I've been working on for 2 months. Wemmy's going to take a long 3. Nope, back rim. Harrison Barnes with the putback, though, is good. 2 pineapples and 3 headbands. Yeah, there's a lot of headbands out there today. Xavier, there really isn't. I mean, Wemmy likes shooting. I don't know if he likes shooting threes, but he shoots plenty of them. 3:30. This game's going by pretty quick. Right, I don't hate Barnes' play with the Spurs this year. He's been inconsistent, but you know what? Take a look at our team. Inconsistent kind of runs in the family. Trenchard, I thought they put up a stat that the Spurs have won 3 out of the last 4 against the Pacers. So did we get smacked in the 1 loss? So, Kyle, I will say this. I did watch a video that showed 2 penalties on Patrick Mahomes, and they both seem BS. And even the announcers were saying it, which do you know it's bad when the announcers are like, "Ooh, that's not a good call. That shouldn't be a penalty." I don't know. It's not it's not good to draw that attention because there are certainly people in the NFL fan base that think Patrick Mahomes is getting calls, and there's certainly a part of the fan base that thinks the refs are playing favoritism with the Chiefs. But when you see just BS calls on the field, it's like, why? Like, I don't know. I hope in next Sunday's game, none of that happens. I hope we don't look back on any NFL games or any games in sports in general and say, wow, the refs really affected that game. But I have a feeling, at least in the Chiefs game, we're going to have a call that makes us all scratch our head and say, what is up with this? Oh yeah, Barnes. I've heard good things about Barnes as a professional. Just his defense is not great, and he's inconsistent offensively. But when he came here, some of the things I read is he'd be a good, good locker room type guy, good leader type guy. And I was like, all right, well, that works for me. Anybody we haven't shown yet? Oh, yes, I know. So, I got nothing. I was trying to think of a funny joke. I couldn't think of one. That's pretty sad, isn't it? Thanks, Kawhi. Taylor Swift and Caitlin Clark always surprised the NFL. Wait, is Caitlin Clark a Chiefs fan? You know what, Flex Assist? That's not a bad point. The more the Chiefs are in there, the more you can show Swifty and the Swift and natives, Swift the maniacs will be tuning in. I'd hate to think that's why the Chiefs are getting calls, but the calls in that Chiefs game were bad. I don't know if the Bills would have won the game regardless. Maybe not the Bills, the Texans. But it just don't. I don't want. I hate seeing the refs make calls like that where it's clearly a bad call. And I know there's human error, but it seems to happen on the same team and same player often, and that's not a good thing. It is Pacers ball, down by 8. Nothing to get over Nemhard. Nemhard drives in the paint, gets by CP3, throws it up over the outstretched hand of Wemby, but misses the shot. Oh, my elbow just popped. It is Spurs ball, looking to get their lead to double digits. Wemby's open for 3. Au revoir. It was, William. It really was. How about that 3? And a block by Banana Bread. Spurs up by 11. And Hector will bring it up. It got me all confused, guys. Somebody's going to come in and be like, who the hell is he talking about? Vassell pull up J. Oof, way short. CP3 with the rebound. We'll reset with 10 on the shot clock. Back to Wemby. 6 on the clock. Over to CP3. CP3 on Jerry West. Crosses into Wemby. Wemby's going to have to force a shot. And a tough shot off the glass. Good. Spurs up by 13. Hector Banana Bread. Blocked by Banana. And I'm sure he doesn't like that Banana Bread nickname. Mathern hits a 3. So what happened, Asia, is there was a girl on social media that she was looking for a jersey for her boyfriend, I believe was a story. And she says, I can't remember his name. There was something like Hector Banana Bread. It was Victor Wembanyama. But no, Banana Bread's not a great nickname. Barnes for 3. All right. Spurs have 80. Yes, I do 3 beards. I have NBA League Pass, which shows quite a few of the games and the NBA TV games. I subscribed to Fubo last month to get, or they just tried an alley to Castle. That was way off. That's not on Castle, guys. I had Fubo last month to get all the games that were on ESPN and the Nets game that was on Yes Network. I'm going to get Sling in February so I can call the I think 3 games on ESPN and the game on TNT. And then in March, I think we have 3 games that are on NBC Sports Boston, yes, and one other thing, and I don't want to get Fubo again because Fubo is going to be $100. I just don't want to drop 100 every month. I don't have to. So I'm going to call those 3 games at Miss TSR's house. But yes, I have multiple streaming services for one team, and it's only going to get worse probably in the future. Wow, no defense in the paint as Bennett Mathurin just drives in and throws it down, and the Pacers just 69ers. Wemby must have came out. Yep, no Wemby out there. Sohan at center. Oh, Mitch. If it works, great, but I'm still not a fan of it. Sohan with the ball at the moment. 6 on the shot clock. Jeremy's going to drive in the paint. Little turnaround or little jumper is no good near the rim. Saban, I think he has about 20 now. Do you guys know how many points Wemby at? He's got 20. 80-69. Matherin's going to drive in. Reverse layup good. And the Pacers are attacking the paint because we don't have a center. Explain exactly. What's up, Jacob? No Wemby in the lead strengths. As always, constant as the Northern Star. I mean, is that Charles Bassey was our backup center? Is he just in the doghouse again? Banana bread tingus pingus. Second part sounds dirty. Listening to the Pacers broadcast. The Pacers broadcast is going crazy over Wemby? Okay. What are the Spurs being streaming on? Jacob, this is on NBA TV for me in the East Coast of America. Leo, I have no idea. Jeff in the zone, thank you for stopping in. We have no real center on paper, yes, but physically, no. Michael, that's actually fair. I mean, a lot of you said you'd rather see Wemby play the 4 and be a bigger version of Kevin Durant. Zach Collins is awful. He probably should be a 4 as well. Charles Bassey, play center, but isn't Bassey under 7 foot? He's like 6'10". So I mean, yeah, we don't really have a guy that fits the center mold since probably what Jakob Pertl left. Jakob was 7 foot, wasn't he? He wasn't a small dude either. Yeah, oh, Tingus is Tingus Pingus Chris Porzingis, really? David Robinson's there too? My guy's there? Well, me and Miss TSR just watched a video on David Robinson that was talking about some of the great things he could do on the court, but was pointing out a whole lot of the weaknesses in his game, and it was actually a little shocking. I'm like, all right, I didn't notice that when I was young, but thanks. Should have put a beret on Selena over Baguette. So I was gonna do is Bassey 6'9"? You don't have to do that short. I was looking for a French model. I forgot her name, Nabina. She's very pretty, but the picture, I was trying to do it while streaming at the start. Most of the pictures I found either had her head, like the top of her head cut off, which I don't want to do that, or she's wearing something very low cut, and there was a whole lot of Cleveland there, and I was like, I don't want to put somebody up with a lot of Cleveland, Ohio, hanging out. So let's not do that. Gabriel, we're up by 9. We're looking great when Wendy's in there. When he's not, well, uh, well, goes where he's going. Oh, there we go. They're showing Tony, David, Manu on the court. Oscar Robertson. I had trouble recognizing that last player. Oh, Victor. Jeez, you know what's going on? Cedric, what's going on? Rabelia, thank you. I mean, she's very pretty. I mean, she's a hottie. Who am I kidding? But man, a lot of Cleveland, Ohio in her pictures, and I don't want to put something up like that on the channel. I mean, it's not R-rated, but still, I don't want to give people the wrong impression. Devin with the ball tosses it into Sohan, and that pass was too hot to handle. That's going to go out of bounds. That's turnover for the Spurs. They should fire Mitch tonight. Wow. I hope that's not the case, Ultimate. I'm hoping Victor does not leave. There are some good players around him, but one thing that I've talked about on this channel is a lot of these guys were drafted without Victor Wembanyama in mind, so they might not complement his game very well. As the roster gets molded over the next year or two, I think we're going to put a better roster around Wemby and start winning more games. Like Stefan Castle is the first rounder we drafted since drafting Wemby. We also drafted City Sissoko and Juan Nunez. Who knows if they'll ever get any minutes? And Harrison Ingram. This next draft coming up, we have to absolutely hit. I expect us to have. I think we're still going to be a lottery team, guys. The West is so stacked, and especially if Phoenix gets better and they get rid of Bradley Beal and blocked by Devin, they get Jimmy buckets. It's just going to be tough to crack that top 10. We might finish 12th or 11th. If we get a lottery pick, Calvin would array our 3. We got absolutely nail it. And a timeout, 14-point game. Wemby isn't going anywhere. 3 beards, agreed. KJ made a 3. I don't believe it. Hey, blind squirrel finds a nut, right? 85-71. So the bench doing some things here. Muji? Hope I didn't say that wrong. Tyrese Halliburton has only 11. Bit of a quiet day or night, depending on where you are, or morning. I've never seen him take a timeout to keep Wemby in the game. Just this robot. What? City would be in a star on a team. Well, uh, Ironborn PVM, good evening to you. Good afternoon. It's getting thrown off because it's afternoon where I am. I know for some of you it's the evening. Rich, see if the Pacers are truly a great team, they wouldn't be letting the Spurs team build. I mean, listen, we beat the Pacers 3 out of the last 4 games. Maybe we just match up well against them. We immediately see the Sohan effect. Win or lose, Sohan is a difference. Hate him or not, he brings something on the table. He does. He does all the dirty work in the paint. These guys get in there, just going to get physical with in the paint with other guys. We don't really have anybody else that does that. He's our best offensive rebounder. I know he's not a good shooter. I'm not oblivious to that, and would like for him to improve on his substantially, excuse me, on his 3-point shooting and get better at free throw shooting. You don't forget, Jeremy Sohan's like only 21, isn't he? The fact that so many people are ready to give up on a first rounder that's only 21, that has shown signs of being a solid cog in the wheel for us. Plus, he's usually going to defend the other team's best player outside of a center, which I would think Wemby would be on. However, though, Jeremy Sohan works out. I'm rooting for him. That's a miss for the Pacers. Spurs ball. Feldman with it, drops it off to Devin. 13 on the shot clock. Devin's going to fly in the paint. Gets it to Jeremy Sohan, and he'll throw it down. And the Spurs are up by 16. You know what? I don't like blowouts. I'm okay with one today. I really am. After the 3-game losing streak, then a win, and then another 3-game losing streak. Let's get a big game here in Paris. AJ McConnell for 3 and a good. I would like to see Wemby come in, though, at some point. If we're up by too much, he might not. Vassell for 3. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Wow. Dude, the Thunder are so stacked right now. The Thunder are the best team in the Western Conference, and they may have a lottery pick in this draft again. There's an and one for the Pacers. Think about that. That was Naismith with the and one. The Pacers, I'm sorry, the Pacers. The Thunder are the best team in the Western Conference. I believe they own the 76ers pick, which I think I saw was top 6 protected. They could get another lottery pick. They had a lottery pick last year, and they were the best team in the Western Conference. They drafted what's his head that got hurt? Nikola Jokic. Not Nikola Jokic. Oh my God. It's something similar to that. Who the hell was the kid that blew his knee out? Damn, not Nikola Jokic. Nikola Topic. Nikola Topic. He hasn't played because he's out with an injury. He's going to be there for them next year. Holmgren hasn't played. He's been out with an injury. And that's what we want to see our Spurs do. Not get the injuries, but have under-draft picks moving forward and still have lottery picks, even when we're the best, one of the, if not the best team in the Western Conference. Trey Jones gets in the paint. Trey Jones, I think, has double digits. Whoops, I missed a free throw. I couldn't remember Topic at all. And now a turnover. Vassell's going to get fouled. Trey's playing better. I will give him credit. Much better and much more aggressive than he has. Sixers might have a shot at a lottery with the Trench. And yeah, the Sixers suck this year. Thank you to everybody that put Topic in the chat. I don't know why I said Nikola Jokic. I knew it was a Nikola, but wrong one. Carl, this has been a great night from Vassell. Trey has 9. Bro, I've been waiting for this Devin Vassell since November. Vassell's first free throw is good. 93-74. Vassell, 3 straight 20-point games. I'm glad the slump did not stay because he was getting cooked by a lot of fans. I don't like pointing out when players are playing bad. We cover the Spurs here. We can't be oblivious to when bad things are happening either, right? I would not be an honest person if I just said that never addressed bad things happening with the team. Trying to stay positive. But with the contract and how he'd been playing, he was getting cooked. Topic tore his ACL or MCL, I think. Or no, out for the year. When he was drafted, the Thunder knew he was going to be out for the year. That's a miss. Siakam with a putback. 94-76. Good afternoon, James. This is true, Kyle. Sohan with the ball out in three-point lane, drops it off to Wemby. Wemby's going to take a 3. That's an air ball. That was an air ball. Ronald Dan Khalifa, good afternoon. Air ball by Wemby. I don't see those too often. Siakam drive, no good. Foul going to the line for 2. We do have to remember the fourth quarter has not been friendly to the Spurs at times this year. So, yes, while we're up by 18, got to play the full 12 minutes in the fourth. Can't just get comfortable with the lead and be like, all right, we got this. They can't come back. Thank you, William. He says, like and sub. Actually, are we getting close to 150 thumbs up? I totally forgot about that. Leonardo, we talked about it earlier. We want to see him dunk over Wemby or have Wemby involved in somehow. I mean, I realized we had a guy in the dunk contest in the 80s. I totally forgot the guy's name. Was it Anderson? Something? Greg Anderson? I had no idea. I thought Steph was the first person to enter the dunk contest. He's not. The guy that played for the Spurs before my time. Before my time. not being alive before my time being a Spurs fan. No choke, no Bible. Are we at 150? I'd love to get to 150 thumbs up before the end of the third quarter. We're at 157. Thank you guys. Appreciate you as always. Thank you for supporting the channel. We'll shoot for 200 before the end of the fourth. Oh, was it Willie Anderson? No, what? Willie Anderson wasn't in the dunk. Lemmy with the windmill. I don't know what that was, but it was a miss. Was it Willie Anderson? Oh shoot! I remember Willie Anderson. Never mind. You're on a timeout now. That was so. I'll look at the refs choking. I don't know what that was, Robert. I think he was fouled, but I think they called a foul or just out of bounds. I don't know. Carl Castle is going to be in the dunk contest. So far, we know it's Stefan Castle, Matej Buzelis. Oh, this play is being challenged. Who challenged this? Did Mitch? Who challenging this? Kyle. I think the Pacers are challenging it. Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes need. They get the treatment in the NFL. What's the new rule? If they saw an out of bounds call that was caused by a foul, they can change the call. I don't know. Gribner, we actually, me and Miss TSR, and I think I had seen it before, watched the 2016 dunk contest, which is apparently considered the greatest dunk contest of all time. I did a little quick research on the internet, best dunk contest, and 16 was Aaron Gordon versus Zach LaVine. I totally forgot Zach LaVine was on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Was shocked to see him come out in the Wolves jersey. I was like, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're going to start his career with the Bulls. But it was a great dunk contest. And yeah, I mean, the dude that's been winning it the last 2 years, credit to how good he is as a dunker. He's not an NBA player. He's not. I mean, he was signed on a G League contract for one of those, wasn't he? Or G League contract for both of them? It's kind of embarrassing when you think about it. What happened to the days of the best players in the NBA showing up in the competitions? Yeah, Larry Bird in the 3-point contest. Oh, Steph was in the was Steph in the 3-point contest last year? He just playing against the girl. I don't remember. Anyway, but the dunk contest. What happened to stars? Michael Jordan versus Dominique Wilkins. You guys remember that? Remember Vince Carter in the dunk contest? When you had Sean Kemp, you had big names in the dunk contest, and Dwight Howard. I was like excited to watch them. I like Stefan Castle, don't get me wrong. But the general NBA fans probably not excited about Stefan Castle and Matej Buzelis being in the dunk contest. You might not even know who either one is, or you might just know name recognition, and that's about it. And I don't know if it's his fault, but to my understanding, LeBron turned down the dunk contest, and once he did that, more and more stars said, "Nope, not gonna put all the blame on him." But he may have started a trend that's not good. I want to see stars in the dunk contest. Show me what you got, right? Trenchant, yeah, I mean that's what a lot of people say. I don't know if that's for 100% sure, but it's to my understanding he declined it, and then more stars followed suit once he said no. I mean, when you have the biggest star in the NBA, that's a block by Wemby, by the way. No, no, no. Hey, how's Elliot to Sohan? Shaka. Cadillac Anderson. All right, so it was a different Anderson. Willie Anderson's a different player than Cadillac. What? Are they the same player? I get my players confused. I might be getting my players confused now. Yeah, Trenchant, they do. I would love to see a big name in the dunk. Another block by Wemby. Back-to-back blocks by Wemby. Spurs ball. They're going to get it to Wemby. He's going to fake a three. Gets it back out to Champagne. He'll take a three. Swish. How about Wemby in the dunk contest? Although I don't know with his size if he's going to be able to do enough acrobatically. What about Reed Shepard? He's got a 42-inch vert. Is that another block by Wemby? Is that three in a row? Sohan with the ball, gets it to Wemby. Wemby with the alley-oop dunk. This is turning into Wemby's show here at the end of the third quarter. Sebastian Wemby's playing out of his mind. One block after another. Another block! Is that a goaltend? Oh my God! They call that a goaltend. Jeez. Oh, Wham, the All-Star game is awful. It hit the glass first. That's a goaltend. Damn, still. That was impressive. He still had 3 blocks, almost 4 blocks in a row. Chris Paul for 3, no good. Champagny putback is good. Arno, I'm not a fan of blowouts. I absolutely not. But for this game, I'll accept one. We need a nice Spurs win, especially considering they're playing in Paris, France. I'm totally cool with the blowout today. That three is no good. Wemby with the rebound, and the shot clock is going to be off. Is Wemby going to hold for the last shot? Nope. Over to Chris Paul. And a foul by the Pacers with 4.5 seconds to go. Sabrina, well, we're playing well. Nintendo Lego NBA fan. That was one of the greatest Wemby sequences ever. It was very impressive. I mean, we knew Wemby was going to come out on fire today, right? He's playing in his home country. How could you not come out motivated? I'll shut up about the blowouts. Champagne's going to take the last shot. Misses. Wemby's put back at the buzzer. Lele Spurs. Homer. I feel like he's got like 25-ish. He's got 24. I was close. 24 by Wemby. The Spurs up 105 to 80. Playing their best basketball in a while. That being said, let's keep it in check because we still got to do the fourth quarter. And well, the fourth quarter has not always been too kind to us. So well, let's just have a good fourth quarter. We'll reset the game clock. And let's get Q4 up on the board. Wemby really came out to play that last few minutes of that third quarter were impressive. Most impressive. Harrison Barnes is Mr. Perfect. Can't lose when play. Mr. Perfect. Jimmy Butler's always a diva RQ3. I don't know about you, but I would not want him on my team. And RQ3, I gotta give props. I looked into I keep a close eye on draft positioning throughout the year. I know it's very early, but I checked Tankathon. I did not realize you guys might have a lottery pick again. What you guys are doing in OKC is what the Spurs are trying to follow and hopefully do follow, and not only do that, but do it better. I mean, you were the best team in the Western Conference last year, had a lottery pick with Topic. Now I think you get the 76ers pick and might have a top 10 pick in a stacked 2025 draft class. The only thing that's going to hold your team back is maybe the CBA because you'll have salary cap issues with all these lottery picks in the future. Otherwise, you guys are set. Rich, the NBA All-Star game. Oh, I hate the NBA All-Star game. I did a reaction to something with the NBA All-Star. I didn't watch the NBA All-Star game, so the next day somebody mentioned there was a jillion threes taken. So I just did a reaction to the box score, and I think one team took 100 threes, and I was losing my mind. And then I took a look, and the other team took like 150, or maybe whatever it was for the game. It was way too many. Sebastian, I think Wemby will play a little of the fourth quarter, and then if it stays a blowout, he'll rest the rest of the game. Jesse, a 5x5? I don't think he has 5 steals. Wemby, where you at? He's got it on rebounds, assists, points, and blocks. He has a 5x5x5x5, but I don't think he has 5 steals. If somebody can fact check that for me, please do so. I don't think he does. You don't think Thunder will have problems? I mean, we'll see. Banana party is here. Spurs outscored the Pacers 45 to 23 in the third quarter. That had been happening to us the last 3 games, where the opposing team dropped more than 40, and an alley-oop. And the alley-oop is off. Wemby trying to hit Stephon Castle. That's a turnover instead. 0 steals for Vic. Okay. So the 5x5 is probably not happening. Dang it. Oh, don't do the interview thing again. I hate NBA TV or NBA League Pass or whatever. Stop this crap. No disrespect to Sean Elliott whatsoever, but stop squishing the game for an interview. Put a person who's talking as a picture-in-picture type thing over the game. Don't crush the game. Their video directors suck. I'm just saying. It is Spurs ball. Let me pull up Jay. Good. Let me know. 26. Is he going to get to 35? Beal to the Bucks. Can they afford him? Turner for 3. Swish. 107.85. You guys going to start doing banana and bread emojis in the chat? Banana bread? We just turned the ball over on the inbound pass. Pacers aren't giving up yet. Turner for 3. That one's no good. That's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be San Antonio ball. Albosa, yeah. Well, we just turned the ball over again. Holy, I think that's back-to-back-to-back turnovers. Wow, that I mean, it's a 20-point game, but come on, what the hell? Zane, I got no way. There's the banana bread emoji. Ah, banana emoji. There's something very foul about it. That's all I'll say. Spurs only have 2 guys without a turnover. Mamu and Harrison Barnes. Really? Yeah, we've been turning the ball over a lot. I mean, the last 2 turnovers have been on the inbounds plays on our side of the court. Indiana's playing full court defense and putting a press on, and we are not getting ahead of it. Well, I did say we like making certain players look like superstars, and Santi Aldama looked like a Hall of Famer against us. He scored like 24 points or 29 points off the bench. Were they both by Champagne, Sinister? I honestly didn't see the start of either turnover because the Pacers scored. I turned away to adjust the score, and then as I look back, we've already turned the ball over. It happened like that. I'm like, all right, bump bump. Wait, we turned the ball over again. Were they both on Champagne? Leonardo, this is in Paris, France. Either Castle turns it over or is in the vicinity of the turnover. Ouch. Yeah, Scott, Castle's having a rough day. Santandama is a good player, hard left turn, but we made him look like an all-star. You know, Champagne, I don't think has played well since he cut his hair. I'm gonna say it. Probably doesn't matter in the end, but since he cut his hair, not the same guy. He did score 29. All right. Thank you, Kyle. I had a thought and it just left my brain. Here today, gone today. I'm not mean to open that up. All right, there we go. Champagne just catches and shoots. That's about the gist of a game. Man, grew up here. Let's get some good luck going. Come on. We're still up by 20, 10.5 minutes to go. We got to win. Champagne's hair is part of the shit. His hair does balance his shot. Frenchman from the arena. That's awesome, man. He is at the game. Will be playing so much better now because of all the authentic French food he's eating over there. Getting his fill of French fries, French toast. Yeah, that's the French food he's eating. Trenchant. So Julian still he's got a fro, but it's like a small fro. He had a bigger fro going, and I think the bigger fro he drew power from. It's like an energy bar in a video game, and the smaller fro he's got less energy. I don't know what the refs are doing. It's 107.87, 10.5 minutes ago. No, Elbasa, I know they're not French. I know. Wayne, we're like 10 subscribers away from 26,000. We can't seem to get to 26,000. Pacers playing full court D again. Castle bringing up for the Spurs. He almost did not get across the half court line at 8 seconds. We'll get over to Wemby. Wemby from the Jerry West logo. No good on the three. Champagne with the offensive board. Gives it back to Wemby. Wemby takes two big steps and alley-oops it to himself. Okay.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
I think Wemby just had another block. And no, the Spurs are not moving to Paris. We're staying in San Antonio. Champagne with the shot. No good. Foul. Going to the line for two. This is the Wemby I want to see on a regular basis. Threw it up off the glass and then alley-oop the ball to himself. Throws it up off the glass. Boom. CD Lambda. Oh, yes. From Wemby is for sure. Less 3-point Wemby, more 2-point Wemby for sure. He is so efficient in the paint. We're not moving to Paris, Kyle. No. Paris Spurs does not sound right to me. The San Antonio Spurs does. Banana bread alley-oop. There you go. Some MVP chant breaking out. I think a record will have to be better for Wemby to be in serious MVP consideration. I know he's on the ladder in the top five, I believe. Last you guys told me. But that's probably Nikola Jokic's award to lose. I don't see him not getting it with him. Jokic is having an unreal season. That 3-point is no good by Obi Toppin. Pacers get the offensive board. Mathorn for three, no good. Champagne with the rebound. Castle with the ball. Drives. Top shot. Good. 26-point lead. Is Sohan's new hair color motivating the team? Miles Turner throws it down with two hands. 113.89. Vinny Canini, the game's going great. The Spurs are up by 24. Wemby's having a monster game. And an alley-oop from Castle to Victor Wembanyama. You know what that means? Oh, Steven, I cannot do this every Thursday. Definitely not. I have to work. I just got out of work a little early today. We have the Saturday game at 12 p.m. Eastern. And Vassell's going to get a foul. Top it? No, what's going on? By the way, if anybody's new to the channel, I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan, which should be obvious. We cover every game live, like this, play-by-play, reaction, scoreboard, interactive chat, community. We do that stuff for every single game. We have not missed a game, nor will we, barring anything weird happening. And also do Spurs videos. Also doing NBA documentaries. I had done one about 4 years ago on David Robinson. Finally have another one upcoming tomorrow on Brandon Jennings on what went wrong with his career. And have another player in line. Hopefully can have that done within a month. That's a three-pointer for the Pacers, 115.92. But looking to do a lot more stuff on the channel this year and really grow the channel. And for those of you that did watch I Like Crap, the second channel, that's still going to stay around, but it's going to be molded into Wemby for three. That's way off. Harrison Barnes with the offensive board. Back to Wemby. Wemby's going to fake the three. Into HB. HB with the block and then put back. He got blocked, but he still got a shot. Timeout Pacers. All right, let me finish that thought. So that channel's staying around. Favorite Spurs players, David Robinson. Maybe a Spurs fan. Yes, he did hard left turn. That'll be addressed in the video. Absolutely. So that's going to stick around, but I'm going to turn it into I Make Crap shortly. While this channel's been consistent on YouTube, I personally have had numerous channels on YouTube. An independent film channel called Whack Bag Films. 80s movie review channel called Stuck in the 80s. Briefly did a Hulk channel called Hulk Smash YouTube. I have some of those videos. So, and then the I Like Crap itself. There's been a lot of different second channel attempts that have failed. And I still have 90% of the videos that I created for those channels. I was like, you know what? I want to have them somewhere. I want to put them up on YouTube. Whatever happens, happens. Just, I want them all somewhere. So that's going to go up there, and there'll be, each playlist will be the channels that have been in my life, aside from this one. This channel is, of course, separate. We are looking good today, though. 117-92. No, the Pacers are not playing very good defense. I mean, we're getting some good looks. I don't know why this is a home game for the Pacers. I actually didn't realize I had the title backwards. I fixed this. The Spurs are I always have the away team over here and the home team over here. But when I checked ESPN, the Spurs schedule, it looked like the Spurs was the home team for both. So I was like, okay. I mean, technically, the Spurs are the home team. The NBA may say this is a Pacers game. This is Wemby's country. This is a home game for the Spurs. Sohan minute restriction. This is his first came back since gosh, like 2 weeks. He had a back injury he's dealing with. So Sohan on a minutes restriction, but he's looked good tonight, hasn't he? Wemby looks good. Need more one more Castle assist, D will? Well, I hope he gets you two more. How's that? You don't mess with the Sohan. Tony Parker and Boris Dio are not playing. They are not. Yeah, Tony Parker. Politically, it's Pacers game. BC, yeah, but it is what it is. Thank you, show enough. Hey, can we get to 200 thumbs up for a Spurs what should be win? Right now, we're blowing them up by 25. Took time off from work to call this game and watch this game. So if a thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. We're not at 200 yet, but we're getting close. We are in the 170s, and this is probably one of our smaller streams of the year. It's an afternoon game. It's a weird time. It's also being nationally televised like everywhere, so that's okay. Still appreciate everybody that hung out, but would like to get to 200 thumbs up on a Spurs win. I'd hate to not get to 200 on a Spurs win at all. D-Will, I'm something. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sohan, glue guy. Great way. That's a great way of describing him. He's the glue guy. Wemmy's still in the game. I'm not sure how much longer he'll stay in, considering the Spurs are blowing the Pacers out. That being said, we've seen the Spurs blow quite a few fourth quarter leads this year, so maybe we should keep our starters in there a little longer than normal. Siakam double team, passes it out, and that little jumper by Nemhard is good. 117.94. Mike says, "Come on, you bums, 10 more, 10 more points." You took away my like button. No, they didn't. You have to hide the chat. Turnover by the Spurs. Minimize the chat, and the like button's right there. Fast break layup is good. 117.96. Pacers are still pressing. We turned over again. Back-to-back turnovers by the Spurs again. Three-pointer for the Pacers. It's 117.99. We can't get our inbound passes in. We suck against a full court press, let me tell you. We've turned the ball over 4 times this quarter, trying to get the ball just inbounds. Castle with the ball into the paint, tosses it to Trey Jones. Jones finds an open Vassell for 3 in the corner. There we go. Yeah, Castle's, the team as a whole is turning the ball terribly. Pat McCap, what's going on? There's a turnover for the Pacers. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it to Trey Jones. Jones out to Castle, back to Vassell. Back to Castle. Castle looking hesitant to shoot. He's going to drive in the paint instead. Gets blocked. Harrison Barnes with the putback, though. 18 turnovers in Area 1 has half of them. William, I didn't want that stat. City Sissoko should play today. Tyrese Halliburton with a nice move into the paint, gets the layup around the outstretched hand of Victor Wembanyama, but the Pacers are running out of time. Under 6 minutes to go in Q4. Castle for 3. All right, I just said he's looking hesitant to shoot. As you know, he listens to every TSR Sports live stream, and he said, watch this, TSR. He does not listen to any of these. He doesn't even know who I am. None of the Spurs know who I am. Siakam with a monster dunk, but it rims out as he got fouled. Yes, Jay, think about that. 18 turnovers and we're up by 24. That's actually impressive when you think about it. Hard left turn. I'll give credit to this. I thought Castle was hesitant to shoot on the previous possession, but then he just fires off a 3 and makes it here. So yeah, he plays bad at times, and the confidence is still there. That's a good sign as a rookie. Siakam with the missed free throw. He's got one more on the way. Same game on Saturday, but at 12 p.m. Eastern. Yes, Vinny, he does have that dog in him. Wemmy's checking out. He's probably done for the day. The Spurs are up by a ton. We've played well against the Pacers, though. We've won 3 out of the last 4. I guess we got blown out one of those losses. He missed them both. Both free throws missed. Yeah, Mark, I think he's done for the day. Sandro Mamukelove is checked in. Castle's going to drive in the paint. Almost loses the ball. I don't know if that was a alley-oop attempt, shot. I don't know what that was. He's now going to just pull up for two. Way short. Yeah, well, Spurs will be the home team. They're the home team today. Now a steal. Harrison Barnes on the break. Moves it down. Can we get City Sissoko in there? Depleted mind, we'll get Wemby stats at the end of the game. Jackson Baker, what's going on? Spurs are shooting 61%. This is the fourth ever regular season game in France, and appropriately, the Spurs are there. Yeah, Barnes plays defense once in a while. Turnover, block for the. I think Mama just got a block. It's Spurs ball. Trey Jones went down 3-point land, starts to drive, gets into the paint, runs out of the paint, gets it to Castle, corner three. Castle sure is shooting a lot here since Wemby came out. Now turnover by the Pacers, and Mama's going to throw it down. Timeout. Let's get City in there. Come on. No, the Pacers not on the level, Kyle. They're not. It's in France. City Sissoko's got to play, man. Come on. Put him in, Mitch. Put him in. It's a 28-point game. Maybe the Spurs really needed this break. They had a 3-day break, and they're coming out much better. CP3, I don't think he scored a lot today. Pacers are 8-2 in their last 10, and we're blowing them out. Exactly. Mamu MVP? Probably not. Thank you, R33. Wemby with 30, 11, 6, and 5. So he's not going to hit the 35-point mark that I said. Hey, there's my girl, Cameron Brink. I like her. Los Angeles Sparks. She tore her ACL, I think, though, during the season. So hopefully she'll be okay in that. So yes, the reason she caught my eye, I thought she was attractive. I was like, oh, that girl's cute. Oh, she's a WNBA player. And that's about the end of it. I actually don't know a lot about her. CP3 has lived up to his nickname with 3 points. What's the opposite of a turd quarter? We had been having turd quarters. This is the opposite of a turd quarter. Man, I get some energy to go work out. Gonna go work out after this game. What am I doing today? I did weights yesterday. Yeah, I did weights, so do some cardio today. Yo, this is gonna be a great win. Saturday, Miss TSR, I believe, will be here with me. We'll be calling the game live at 12 p.m. Eastern. That is 6 p.m. France, 11 p.m. Central, 12 a.m. Philippines. I'm trying to think of everybody that watches the channel. Maybe 1 a.m. Philippines. I don't remember. It's 12 hours or 13 difference between the two of us. Racers ball after the timeout. That pull-up J is no good, but the follow-up putback is good by Thomas Bryant. The first miss was City's in there. Oh, Vincent, what's going on? Sissoko with the shot. No good. City, Mamu, Blake. Oh, boy. Malachi and Zach. This is the official garbage time crew for the Spurs. These are the guys that don't play. And some of these guys used to get rotation minutes, like Zach Collins, Malachi Branham, Blake Wesley, and they're in the doghouse. That's a 3 for the Pacers. I don't really know these Pacers players anymore. They're going deep on their bench, I think. Cardio session. Maybe some running, some stairs, some bike, some of that. MT Chiefs, what's going on? Mama with the bucket in the paint. City and Mama are in there. You know it's a good game if this starting five is playing, right? The plea to mind, Zach Collins has been. He was fine when we signed him. When we re-signed him, he's been awful. Obi Toppin pull-up is no good. Mama with the rebound. Spurs up by 25, 131 to 106. The Pacers are 14-4 since December 13th. This is a team, this is a Pacers team that was playing well. And they ran into a freight train named Yama today. And Shepard for 3, no good. Zach Collins is playing for his aggressively obnoxious hair. Wow, Mike. He does like his hair, though. I haven't really noticed. My girlfriend says he has like 10 pounds of gel in his hair. Sure, I don't know. Stephanie, this will be one of our better ones of the year for sure. Turnover by the Pacers. Spurs on the run. Blake Wesley sprints up the court. Crosses it out to a wide open Malachi. Sweet Malachi. Bum, bum, bum. Timeout Pacers. 28-point game. Nog I can shoot, but not consistently. Oh, sorry, Yodi. Can't see when I got my arms up. Nope, no timeout. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. There you go, Homer. Can we get 60 wins? We have to win the rest of every game this year, but we can get the 60 wins. Keep it up, my man. There were substitutions, and I don't know who a lot of these guys are for the Pacers now. That's Obi Toppin, though. I know who that is. He gets the bucket. The Pacers had won 6 in a row and 8 of their last 10 in fifth place. No, they're not a bad team. Not at all. Yeah. Wait, Kyle, I thought you were a Lakers fan. Tracy Pop sounds like he's still rehabbing and will be back soon. I don't know the exact time frame. It's crazy to lose to the tanking Bulls and what? Yeah, let's explain that. That's our Spurs. What's up, Calvin? This is an early game. It feels weird to be calling a game. I left work a little early to do this, and the Spurs are blowing out Indiana. Spurs ball at the moment. Zach Collins layup in the paint, good. I know you have. Trade Baby Yoda for Bear. What? Oh, what? Grogu. He's got a headband and a Spurs jersey. Sergeant Mama Kelly should be called for a foul. Minute and a half to go, and our Spurs are going to win. Can the Spurs play all games in France? No, because I would not be able to call the games because the time difference would not work. 148.2 Wemby's to be as tall as the Eiffel Tower. Area 51 dropping nonsense in the chat. I think I saw that as well, but I didn't repeat it because I don't know what to do with that. Simon Z with the $5 super chat says, this was a needed win. Go Spurs, go. Indeed it was. This is a very needed win. I'll take all the games in France and then a championship. Mark, I wouldn't be able to watch the team. What was a turnover? Oh, City Sissoko caused a turnover. Spurs on the break. Gets it to Wesley. Back to Mamu. Mamu's going to hammer it down with some thunder.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
Homer, 0% chance I quit my job. State employee, too many benefits to quit. The only way I would quit my job is if the Spurs came knocking at my door and said, be the announcer for the Spurs. Turnover by the Pacers. City Sissoko in the paint, and City with the layup. City Sissoko hits one in his home country. That three-pointer is no good by Ben Shepherd. And I think the Spurs are now going to dribble it out. Way up by 30. Where has this been all year? Seriously. Wow. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if you can on the way out. We'll go over the end of game stats. What a win for the Spurs here. 140 to 110. I'm not crying. My eyes are leaking. This is a good game for the offensive rating and the defensive rating, right? I mean, the Pacers are a good team. And we blow them out 140 to 110. Now listen, Wemby playing in France was obviously motivated. I'm guessing the whole team was motivated. He probably told them, listen, you mother effers, we lose in my home country tomorrow, and I'm not resigning with you. So, I don't know. He probably didn't say that, but you get the drift. He probably had a serious talk with the guys like, you better come out and play. And the Spurs did. And crush the Pacers, seeing them doing before them. The lamentation of the women. All right. I don't know. Let's get into the end of game stats. Nice win for our Spurs, though. We got the 200 thumbs up, so thank you guys. Thanks for everybody that super chatted. But let's look at the stats, and we'll wrap it up. And TSR is going to go work out because it's 420. It's 420 where I am. Still feels weird. It feels like I'm so thrown off clockwise that the game is done and it's the afternoon. So I'm so used to calling these at night. At the Indiana Pacers first. Wow, we really killed them in the second half. We outscored 80. We scored 80 points in the second half. 80 to 53. Am I looking at that right? Jeez, I am. I'm double checking. Like, am I reading that right? Wow, we really beat them up in the third quarter too. Was huge, 45-23. Nice to blow out a team in the third quarter instead of getting blown in the third. Blown out. All right, Pascal Siakam with 18 points. He had a nice game for the Pacers. Miles Turner had a very rough shooting day, 5 of 17, including 2 of 9 from three. Why is Miles Turner taking 9 threes? Andrew Nembhard with 8. Tyrese Halliburton with 13. Really, Halliburton started off well, but really quieted down as the game went on. 13 points, 7 assists. He played clean basketball, though. 0 turnovers. Benedict Mathurin was 24 to lead the Pacers. He was 11 of 14 from the field. Maybe he should have shot a little more. Then a whole plethora of guys off the bench. Obi Toppin with 13. Varys Walker with 2. Johnny Furphy played. I didn't realize he was out there. Johnny Furphy, the guy we drafted and then traded for Juan Nunez with the Pacers. He had nothing. Aaron Naismith with 3. Thomas Bryant 9. TJ McConnell 4. Ray J Dennis. I don't know if I'm right. 0. Ben Shepherd with 3. James Johnson, the only player that did not play for the Pacers. Charles Bassey's the only guy that didn't play for us. Oh, Charles. He's not in charge. Pacers had. These stats are coming out a little weird on the bottom. I don't know. Whatever. Let's get to the Spurs stats. Harrison Barnes with a nice game. 20 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Victor Wembanyama, 30 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 5 blocks. Had a nice shooting day at 13 and 21. Actually, Harrison Barnes was extremely efficient from the field. 9 of 10. Well, man, shot 90% from the field. Chris Paul, one of those games, 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting, but he did have 8 boards and 7 assists, only 1 turnover. Vassell, nice to see him scoring in 25 points on 9 of 13 shootings. Not the best game for Stephon Castle. 3 of 9 from the field, finished with 9 points, 3 assists, 5 turnovers. A lot of turnovers for Steph, but otherwise, Spurs played very well. Zach Collins played some garbage time. He had 2 points. Mamu, 6 points. Julian Champagny with 7. Jeremy Sohan in his return, 18 minutes. He shot 6 of 9 from the field, made his only 3-point attempt. Sohan with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists in 18 minutes. That's a good night's work. Kellen Johnson with 9 points. Trey Jones with one of his biggest scoring outputs of the year, 11 points on 5 of 6 shooting. Also had 8 assists off the bench. Malachi Brandon came in garbage time and hit a 3. He had 3 points. Blake Wesley had a donut. And Sidney Sissoko in front of the home country did get a layup and had 2 points. Spurs win 140-110, improve to 20 and 22. But the Western Conference, my friends, it's deep. With that win, we are 1 win behind the Golden State Warriors, behind the Mavericks. Behind the Suns, and 3 wins behind the Mavericks, Timberwolves, and Kings. Spurs still sitting at 12th place, a half a game behind the Warriors, who are 21 and 22. What's wrong with Golden State this year? They just or both. Seeing the Warriors outside even the play-in just seems wrong with Steph Curry still being on that team. Right? Doesn't this feel weird? The Suns aren't good at all. The Warriors and Suns aren't. I was looking at the Suns. Suns aren't that good either, but the Warriors playing pretty bad seems weird. Yeah, it is what it is. That was a great win, guys. That was a great win. Warriors tanking as well. But with Steph Curry, Arena was all Spurs' first NBA game live for me. It was fun. Congratulations, Frenchman. I'm glad you got to enjoy that. This was a great game to go to see the Spurs. Just a dunk fest for the Spurs, a block fest, and Wemby having a huge game. I'm glad you got to experience that live. That is great. Warriors can't score. And just says, trade them all. They are all trash. We talking about the Spurs? Are you one of those guys that says trade everybody? You would trade Wemby. You would actually, I can't believe you would trade Wemby. Gotta be trolling. Don't quit your day job because a basketball GM you will be not if you're trading Victor Wembanyama or Stephon Castle. I mean, Brian Wright is Brian wrong often, but he ain't that wrong. That being said, we'll be live back on Saturday. Rich, I tried to tell you Furphy for 3. Oh, no, it wasn't. I can't read everything in the chat. I mean, we have a good sized crowd today, all things considered. We had to think 300 people in here, but when we have those chats in there when there's over 1,000 people, and I hope we get back to those days, I'm not going to be able to read every chat. I try to. I think I do a good job because I know there's channels out there that won't read your chat unless you super chat them. So, I think I'm pretty cool about it. That being said, please hit the thumbs up on the way out. It does still help the channel. We'll be back Saturday for the 12 p.m. game, 12 p.m. Eastern my time. And if you get a chance, please watch the Brandon Jennings documentary tomorrow. That'll be uploaded 11 a.m. Eastern. I put a lot of time into that, and we'll be doing more similar to it. So hopefully you guys like it and give me some pointers. You think maybe I can do better, or if you think it came out great, I greatly appreciate that. But that being said, on behalf of Baby Coyote, Selena, Headband Grogu, and Lil Mikey, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs go!